Remarkable, really. 29 years. Whiteside stumbling, offensive rebound. The pitch out to Dragic. He knocks it down for a long two. But he missed the shot, rebounded by Whiteside. And the Heat are out and running. An easy 2 for Kelly Olynyk. Last year averaged almost 14.5 rebounds per game. Here's the lob to Whiteside. Vucevic met him at the rim, but Hassan Whiteside with 2 points. Now there's no whistle. Here comes Waiters. Now a 3 by Tyler Johnson, who just checked in for Miami.
Vooch had 3 guys go to him on that play. Jonathan finding the opening.
James Johnson again attacking the basket. Quarter. Here's Dragic. Blocked from behind by Payton. Johnson diving. Dragic. Boy, using that left hand and the fadeaway hook shot over Vooch. Whiteside on the lob from Dragic. That pick and roll.
It's just too easy.
Halftime. Payton, by the way, with that last assist to Fournier. Turns it over here, but Richardson leads the fast break to Dion Waiters. Dragic, little spinning shot to cut the lead to 3.
By moving the basketball.
Dragic has to settle for a 2. That's pretty good defense by Evan Fournier to keep him out of the paint. James Johnson checked in during the break. Johnson to Dragic. That's good for 3.
James Johnson was very effective in the first half.
Evan. Knocked away by Waiters. Stolen by Dion Waiters. Dragic. Fending off Vucevic. The lead down to 6. Dragic passed up a 2 to try and get a 3, and they got it from Waiters.
A little too much.
Bogdanovich blocked by Richardson. A sensational block for Richardson. Waiters wide open 3. Kaboom!
There you go, defense leading to 3 at the other end.
Joins the Pacers as a free agent in the offseason. Dragic, 15-footer, right there. His 11th season in the NBA. Heat up 2. Dragic for Mickey. Makes the play and finishes. Jordan Mickey with his 2nd score. That's the first lineup change. Tyler Johnson the 2nd. He checks on for Josh Richardson. Dragic for 3. Kaboom! 17-8. Bogdanovich blocked by Winslow. He just rejected a dunk. And the score from Dragic.
Pretty, he faked the pass to open up that lane.
And the Heat scoring run at 12 unanswered. Dragic, a crafty reverse. He's got 9. Early season. Thaddeus Young lost the ball to James Johnson. Here comes Dragic. Full gallop.
Oh, behind the back. Put a little mustard on it and scored. Yeah, more than half the shots.
And the backcourt of Dragic and Waiters. Good first half. 23 points for them. And Goran picks up right where he left off. He has 14 now. All but 1 game as a rookie with Oklahoma City and started 66 games as a rookie. Oh, great setup by James Johnson. Got Dragic a layup. Well, the Heat still without a made free throw tonight. They're 0 for 2. Jordan Mickey going to the line on a 3-point chance. Set up well by Dragic. 1-7. 2014, Heat 1-6. Dragic. Kaboom!
Great ball movement off the penetration.
Dragic. Big one. Big bucket, his first score of the 4th quarter. With about 3.5 minutes left in the game yesterday at Brooklyn. Dragic hits the left-handed layup.
That delayed pass from JJ was perfect.
Good closeout by Delaney. Dragic against the bigger Muscala comes out with it. A 3 for Richardson. Kaboom!
In rhythm, Eric. When you're pushing the ball and passing it the way the Heat are, guys are shooting in rhythm.
Making his 39th career start, all 3 this year. Goran on the pull-up. Yep.
Come off that double screen. One guy rolls, one guy pops.
Free throw line yesterday, though. That's how they kept it close. They got there 36 times. Dragic drives and scores. 3 early field goals for Goran Dragic left in the 2nd quarter. Dragic inside of the lane. He finds Winslow for the layup.
Wow.
Unselfish by Dragic.
Yeah, good decision.
From downtown. Wayne had just 11 points in the Heat's first 2 games. He He's got 15 in this quarter. And there's another 3-ball for Richardson. 3.5 minutes left. High-octane first half at the Heat's house. Goran for 3. Kaboom!
If they're falling, shoot them.
A dozen triples for the Heat in the half. Dragic occupying 2, leaving Olynyk by himself.
They had no rotation on the baseline for Atlanta.
Brian Shaw had 6 threes in the first quarter back in April of 1993, the night he tripled 10 times.
Yeah, that was at Milwaukee, right?
Yes. Well, he's in the swimming pool doing exercises. I think what he left out was more important. He's not on the court yet. That's a long 2 for Dragic, which they will review. Jordan Mickey sets a screen for Dragic. James Johnson's second shot of the game and his first score.
Stepped in to make it a shorter shot. That was smart.
Richardson and Dragic are back. Richardson knocks it free for a Dragic steal. Excellent D by Josh. Dragic for Mickey. Great pass, catch, but no finish. On top by 9 with 3 minutes to play. Dragic hooking and hitting. Goran Dragic with 17.
Shot clock down to 6. Dragic gets into the paint, keeps his dribble, spins, flips it up off the glass. Oh, that was pretty.
Oh, that's one of the plays of the day already.
With what Waiters did for them this last year, even though he didn't play a lot of games, he got hurt. It's the best basketball of his NBA career overall as Dragic knocks down the jumper. Good win in Denver the other night.
When Scotty Brooks flopped to a tee.
Dragic hits another.
What was you slide with him?
But he has turned into a very valuable member of the Spurs. Dragic, terrific start. He's 4 for 4.
You're playing against at that time.
Dragic steps back. Oh, Goran Dragic, red hot. 5 for 5 with an array of different ways to score. Up down low. Waiters whips it. Good ball movement. Extra pass. Goran Dragic. And Dragic hits the 3. That's nice teamwork from Miami. And the Heat back within 1. 71-64. Dragic reverse. Once again, the lefties getting to the rim. Now steps back. 3-pointer too strong. Thrown away by Patty Mills. Dragic getting inside. Finds Tyler Johnson. Sets, fires, and hits.
Why? And however you want to spell it. Come on.
Dragic to the rim. This one, little underhand off the glass. He's got 17. Anderson with the left hand, it won't go. Dragic, corner 3.
Tatum on Richardson. Open man, Dragic. Irving lost him. Dragic got an easy score.
Good pass.
No putback, but he kept it alive to Tyler Johnson. Goran for 3. Kaboom!
The hustle by Winslow after he missed a point-blank layup.
19. Under a minute left here in the first. Richardson, open 3-ball. Kaboom! Downtown. And the rebound of Winslow, who has been very active on the glass. Justice already with 5 boards. Dragic with a gorgeous finish. Heat up 3. Early moments, second quarter. Here's Winslow down the runway. Double pumping for the score.
There it is. Maybe that's what he has to do on a layup.
Dragic pulls back on Smart and bounces it in. 9 points for Dragic. James Johnson scoops and scores, and a blocking foul underneath on Smart. Adebayo missing. Dragic with a rebound. Tees it up. Knocks it down. 11 points for Goran. Striking distance early in the fourth quarter. Shane Larkin. Blocked by Dragic. This is tight underneath. Ball stripped out of bounds off his leg. Tatum season high 22 and a win against the Knicks. Dragic, step back jumper, book it. Goran Dragic with 15 and the Heat hanging around. Dragic on a backdoor cut. Back to Kelly Olynyk. Yes. Olynyk with 6 points in the fourth quarter. Heat down 8. 3.5 minutes left. Dragic scoops and scores.
Coach Bo wants to set up a high pick for Dragic.
Downhill comes Goran. Yes!
Shot fake inside. Two-step, you're still out of bounds.
Each season high in turnovers is 19. Smart saves it in. He get it back. Dragic driving, scoring. We are back to a 2-point game. With his second rebound in the early moments. Nice over-the-shoulder grab for Goran. On the spin and score.
Yeah, he missed Adebayo on a lob, but he can finish the play himself, Goran did.
This is Wiggins on the pull-up. Blocked by Richardson. Already a steal and a block for Jay Rich. Dragic driving on Butler to the dotted line. Now the Heat backcourt. Ben dunks. There comes the Heat up by 8. Dragic all the way for the score. A hard driving Goran Dragic puts the Heat up 16-6. Rob Crawford defending Dragic. Goran gets the switch on Zhang and scores. 8-point first quarter for Dragic. That's a vulnerable area for Miami, giving up second chance points. Dragic beats the clock and the Timberwolves defense. And deflected by Jones, taken back by Johnson. Great pass. Olynyk for the layup.
Oh boy, look at the crisp passes. They're making quick decisions.
Dragic against Gibson. A lot of one-on-one for Miami. Dragic hits the jumper. He's got 30 downs, 6 of them on the offensive glass. Dragic for 3. Kaboom! The Heat take the lead with the first half closing out. White's in the game, helping the Heat with defense. Here's O'Carroll for 3. Kaboom!
Ah, that too. He was making his threes before the game.
So from down 6, Miami back in front by 1. Dragic from 15. Yes.
Good screen, good use of the screen. Winslow. Nice screen for Dragic.
Eric Reed with Tony Fiorentino, Jason Jackson, and Will Mansell. Olynyk, great fake. Olay for Olynyk.
Good hesitation pass from Dragic.
Deflected ball and another steal. A hit ahead that's intercepted by White, who got back quickly. This is Dragic for Winslow.
Oh, man. Dragic knew Winslow was there before he caught it.
Jeff Teague playing on his 3rd different team in the last 3 years. Oh, the layup made by Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson with a dozen. Miami down by 5 with 55 seconds left in the overtime. Loose ball. Richardson with the steal.
Yeah, I think...
Olynyk for 3. Yes!
Oh, boy.
23 for Olynyk. It's a 2-point game. He'd have had a hard time for a team that attacks the basket as much as they do of turning it into free throws. Dion on a rainbow jumper from mid-range. His first score. Not a pretty beginning for either club. The Bulls have missed 9 of their 10 shots. The Heat just 3 for 9. Dragic on the layup. First score for Goran puts Miami in front. 6 on the 24 for Dion. Open man is Dragic for 3. Kaboom! Excellent pass by Wade. From your seat, from ours as well. Miami up 12. Whiteside already with 9 rebounds. Look out below! The dunk for Hassan. Whiteside sets the screen for Dragic. And he pitches it in. Great patience for Goran Dragic.
Good footwork.
The highs and lows of the Heat, they have been very erratic. We're in the first 6.5 games of the season. Dragic points it up and hits. Artful drive and finish for Goran. He has 9 points.
Sequence against Lopez.
18 points for Lopez. That's a game high. Dragic banks it in. Here's Dragic stepping into a 3. Kaboom!
Set play that Coach Bo wanted.
In athleticism. Done, denied, and stolen by Dragic. Goran behind his back. Yes! And the foul.
Providence.
Oh, he was a game-changing point guard for the Friars. Tyler, kaboom! Second triple of the second half for Tyler Johnson. Last 2 days he has had workouts on the exercise bike. He's still at least 4 to 6 weeks away from a return. Adebayo with a cabana. First Notre Dame guard to be a first-team All-American since Austin Carr. back in 1971. Tyler for three. Kaboom!
Oh boy, Dragic with the steal at one end.
Winslow drives in for the runner. Nails it. A pretty runner for Winslow.
Nuggets coming off a wire-to-wire win. Great block by Whiteside, who once had 11 blocks in a game against the Nuggets a couple of years ago. And long lead, Dragic lays it in. Utah, and then they head out for the finale at Detroit. Dragic for three. Straight away, and he's got it. He's averaging 16 points per game and 12 rebounds to go with 5 assists. Corner three, Dragic tried again. That's good. The playoffs went 41 and 41. They had a slow start, but they won 30 of their last 41. Now another three on the way. That's good. Whiteside jumper, and he hits. Dragic turns the corner, throws it into the corner. Nuggets cover up. Two-pointer on the way. That's good.
75 and 85% or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Dragic turns the corner. Floater, that's good.
C-level team coming up here, but I think you got to use your advantage and try to get those lungs burning.
Long range, Dion Waiter. He had 26 points and 22 rebounds in the season opener. Then he got hurt as Dragic casts off and hits the three.
The head fake was going to see a
Bucket. So 14 points, 6 rebounds for Jokic. The 14th second chance point for Denver.
You got a lot of home games too, though.
Shot clock. Dragic. And he knocks it in.
You got to get back to that second half of Brooklyn where he's a threat to score.
Pass broken up. Good play. And Jokic takes the foul in the backcourt. Around the screen, back to Millsap. Lost it. And one. And they turn it back. It's 4, what is it? 3 on 3. Oh, terrible pass. And that's a brutal pass.
We're approaching the 4-minute mark left in the game. The Heat trail by 8. Waiters, nice work along the baseline. Dion Waiters in double figures with 10.
The lead back and by being an aggressive team on both ends. Lots of little aggression on offense.
Alley-oop to Whiteside thunders it through. Moutier takes another jumper. That's way off the mark. Jokic on his horse. He could get the ball back here. Richardson for the lead. He's got it.
Dragic in the corner. The Clippers, and this is a very peculiar statistic for a doctor-of-his coach team, are the best offensive rebounding team in the league. Whiteside controlled tap to Dragic. He'll shoot better from 3. Bingo. Nestles through the nets.
Out just as quick as the first.
Richardson free throw line jumper.
To Ralph, I think it was more about, hey, he chose to settle for jump shots yesterday.
Dragic, 3-ball bingo. Austin, the lob, broken up nicely inside by Whiteside. 2-on-1, beautifully executed. Wayne Ellington there to finish off with a flush. At the halfway point of quarter number 2. From the left corner. Man, oh man. Ellington knocks down his second 3 of the game. Beverly, another Clipper turnover, number 9. 1 go in. It was 1 for 8 yesterday from deep. Dragic, inside, outside, 3-ball, bingo.
Pull this one out.
Sitting at 33% right now. Dragic into the paint and out of it. 3-ball, bingo.
You know what?
Wow.
It's about competition at all times.
A 31-4 run to get the lead back. Bingo. That's a pretty good pressure shot by Josh Richardson.
Dragic sneaking inside, flipping it up and in.
I said he was crafty. He's clever. He's quick.
Way to go, WCAL. St. Francis Lancers. They lost that up in the air.
2-on-1.
And Dragic running it nicely with Winslow. Okay.
Velour dice.
Shot clock at 3. Dragic.
I tell you, he is uncanny with the way he can score inside that paint.
Whiteside deep position and able to get it over 5. Yeah, that's more like it. KD losing the handle.
Well, he put himself in jeopardy. Got the position, couldn't come out of it.
Dragic gets the finish. Dragic trying to stem the tide, and he does.
He has a good way of pushing off a little bit of that last dribble. Dragic never even waited for the screen. He assessed the defense and he just said, "No, I think I can go right now. Don't worry about the screen."
Adebayo is getting to play because Whiteside's having a rough night, and Curry called for the foul on Dragic.
15 by the Clips to win the game because they had let that lead wither away.
Winslow, tough fading shot.
Being right. Most of the time you're not. You're trying, and sometimes maybe trying too hard. It's just not working for you.
Well, my partner Rod Brooks on the radio today on KMBR asked a good question.
Yeah, Miami's looking for a little push here.
Drops it inside.
And they're getting it down to 12. I think every other game they've been over 50%, I believe.
The shooting has been amazing, but
tonight they're under 40 again.
And Dragic dropping that in.
The Whiteside, he had just 3 points as the Heat come up with a steal. Oh, they had the Dragic and the Dragon cashing in on the easy layup.
If you don't, then you carry that 60% to the game and you get yourself in foul trouble.
Great point as Dragic hits the fadeaway over Bender as the Suns going to have to play with a small lineup now.
That's going to dish and create everything.
Shot clock winding down to 1. Dragic, a high-arching 3 out of the corner. Buries it. After the game against Golden State.
Yeah, challenge for Tyler Ulis here. Goran Dragic is going to go at it. No doubt about it. You know he has the size advantage, is stronger.
The kind of shots that Bender needs right now to just continue to build his confidence. Is Dragic. His confidence never wavering. 7. Marquise, no stranger to the three-point shot. Knocked down 72 of them last year. But Dragic. James up in the air. Whiteside with that deep post position. And Dragic lost the handle. Shot clock winding down. Winslow sets and fires right as the buzzer expired. Lynn with a tap back. Dragic challenged there by Booker, but night for Whiteside. They've really done it collectively, but they have out-rebounded Phoenix 30-15. And that is what Hassan Whiteside can bring to the table. Just be in the vicinity. Holmes donates $100 to Suns charities. Dragic going right at the 27-year-old rookie. And
34% shooter. And left Devin Booker.
Dragic navigating. Flying down the lane.
Yeah,
his best friend.
Here's an
34 straight.
Yeah, here's an important stretch here with Goran Dragic and Tyler Ulis. Right away he gets the layup. Yeah, right away he gets the layup.
See Joe Ingles starting on Dragic.
Dragic trying to step back, now pushes inside with the left hand.
He's good.
Handoff dropped and picked up by Richardson. Dragic around Gobert. Richardson pumps up a 3. It's up and nails it. Mitchell on like a glove on Dragic. Olynyk 3-ball knocks it down, and he does have great 3-point shooting.
And I expect Dragic to be much more aggressive here in this second half. He'd only had 3 field goals in that second quarter, and then you see, you name the great ones. You take pride in the fact that you try to shut them down.
Breakaway Dragic. Rubio chases him. Oh my, I didn't see the foul.
He's freezing Whiteside because he's going so slow. He's making him make a decision, and then Joe's reacting off that decision.
Dragic on a step back Jay. Got it right back.
In this quarter.
Alec Burks will check in on the next whistle.
Dragic. Right, and Dragic knows he's a veteran. He's going to attack now. Jazz are switching the pick and roll, which leaves Gobert guarding Dragic. And that's a mismatch.
Rubio out front, picked up by Olynyk. Little pick and roll. Rudy spins, no call. Olynyk was there. Loose ball. Dragic inside. Count it.
Just like that.
The block by Gobert, but a three from the corner. Off to Joe. Thought about the three. Inside to Rudy, off his hands. Tough pass as he was going to the rim.
Tyler Johnson against Reggie Bullock. Dragic with the long gun. It goes. From Whiteside, gets it. Finds a wide open Richardson, and Josh Richardson connects again. Whiteside screens for Dragic. Almost lost it. Now a fall away, fills it up.
That's such a pure
rebound off the floor to Whiteside. Dragic flying down the lane. He will get to the rim, flip it up and in. That's Tyler Johnson back to Winslow. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Dragic over Reggie Bullock. He takes it and makes it for the Pistons. They've scored now 10 straight.
Their last three buckets all with 20 seconds to go on the clock. Striking early.
Pistons are up 6. Olynyk open. Connect. Overall, Ish almost lost it. Gets it back. Gets it blocked. Dragic got him. Bradley. Whiteside screens. Driving is Winslow. Hooks it up and hits it.
They've got a great mix going right.
Goran Dragic no looks it to Waiters. All kinds of time, and he knocks it down from behind the long line. Dragic, nice job using Whiteside as a screen back inside of the big man. Hooks it and hits it. Waiters fall away, falls for the Heat right now. Dragic with the drive, connects.
He's okay.
It feels better now. Up 109 to 97. Richardson does triple
for Whiteside. Dragic pick and roll with the big fella.
Yes.
Oh my! All three of his field goals have been slam dunks to the half. Wizards ahead by 11. Dragic sticks the jumper. Long time coming. He was 0 for 4 in the game. Otto Porter's got 9 games in a row above 50%. Only 2 games this year under 50%. Nice driving score by Goran Dragic. 11 rebounds tonight for Whiteside. Dragic, a 3. Kaboom. 7 points for Dragic, his first triple of this game. Shoots the jumper. And the rebound to Dragic. Here's Dion for 3. Kaboom.
And again, offensive rebound, 50-50.
The Wizard backcourt has combined for 30 of their 67 points. Dragic open 3. Kaboom. Well, Dragic and Waiters in the lead. Tyler Johnson back to James Johnson. Cross court for a Dragic triple. Kaboom. Dragic has all 3 of his trays here in the third quarter. Mahinmi is being guarded by Waiters. Beal doesn't even look that way. And throws it away. And Beal compounds his 15. They have both tripled 3 times. Dragic pulls back the dribble on Mahinmi and then fires. Well, Dragic, he has 15 points. Dragic posting up Tim Frazier. It counts. Goran Dragic playing with great confidence here in the second half. He has 17 points.
73 now.
29-13 Miami in the second half. Dragic using the bank. And Goran Dragic has Miami's first 6 points of the fourth quarter. Shot clock. And the rebound of Whiteside, number 21 for him. Dragic on a breakout for the score. 8 in the quarter for Dragic, 21 on the night.
Richardson.
That's what Hassan Whiteside can do once you leave your man. He missed all 6 of his field goal attempts in Miami Wednesday. Johnson, good. James Johnson, a 33% three-point shooter. They jumped out to a 6-2 lead, but they've been outscored 13-3 since then. And make it 15-3. Back, jumper is way short. And it's pulled down by Dragic. And Wall nearly got the block. Call for another timeout by Scott Brooks. The Wizards look totally.
John Wall into the paint. Lost it. Good defense by the Great Wall. Waiters for Dragic. It counts. Goran Dragic, full transition mode.
Shoot. Double team on him. The Wizards turn it over. Turnover number 8 for Washington. Knocked up into the air. That's another turnover. Dragic for Waiters, who scores. Fans here at Capital One Arena are letting the home team have it. Gets past Porter, fires for Winslow. Winslow baseline, and he has done it all. He's got 9 points, 5 rebounds, and assists in the third quarter. Raptors playing some good basketball lately. That was unfortunate.
Long arms, very mobile for a guy his size.
In his 3rd year out of Texas, off to a great start tonight. Whiteside short hook. With an earlier than scheduled lineup change, he does. It worked well in Washington, the early pull of Winslow. Second block for Turner, but Dragic, you're not going to out-tough Goran Dragic. No. And off target for Taylor, rebounded by James Johnson. Fresh shot clock. Dragic for 3. Kaboom. That looked good the moment it left his hand. 33 points, 8 boards, and 6 assists for the 11-5 Raptors. Nice pass and cut. Dragic with the dish. Richardson, one of his better scoring games in a while. Championship guard Gary Payton. James Johnson. Kaboom. James Johnson with 3 triples in the night's game. 7-26. Ouch. This ball picked up by Dragic after Bogdanovic saved it in. 8-81. Whiteside rushed it up and dropped it home. That's his first score in the second half. He has 12 points. He's clean shaven. Goran said goodbye to that beard. Dragic over Baines, got the runner. Well, that starting backcourt that combined for just 8 points on Sunday. Dragic gets by Irving. Sets up Waiters for 3. Kaboom! Their defense has carried them. Dragic, nice pump fake. Book it! Brad Stevens, so cool, understated. Players love him. He's a terrific head coach.
Yeah, he's a good candidate for coach of the year. Dragic, he just came in for Tyler Johnson, scores. He'd have an advantage inside. Let's see if they can get it into, I'm going to say, get it into Olenek.
He's an 89% free throw shooter, by the way. Ellington! Oh, my! A drive for Wayne Ellington. They've lost 7 of those 9. Here comes Dragic. Banked it up and in over Marcus Morris. A 17-point first half for Goran Dragic. Dragic from downtown. Knock it down! Goran Dragic, 2 triples in the quarter. Al, at the age of 31, an ideal veteran. 11th-year pro, shares his wisdom with a much younger group of teammates. Nice bank shot by Whiteside. I think he'd have a 5-on-4 break. Winslow dunks it down. Oh, great setup and an even better finish for Justice Winslow. Kyrie Irving leads Boston with 11. Goran Dragic leads Miami with 22 after that bucket. Miami's up 13 with 8:25 to play. In the Jaylen Brown, knocked away by Dragic, taken away by Olenek. 44-31. Dragic, oh my! He left Marcus Smart in the dust. Smart having words with his teammate Jason Tatum.
Whiteside has Gibson on him. Brooks came over to try and help out. Dragic left alone as a result, and the 3-ball for Goran Dragic game played.
Aaron Brooks has just been waiting for an opportunity. They ran this same play against Minnesota last ball game. That is really difficult action, Jimmy.
Possessions to start this game. 7 of 9 on shot attempts. Make it 8 out of 10. And Whiteside on the other end. Came down awkwardly. And a little bit slow getting down to the other end of the floor.
Minnesota's playing 5-on-4.
Dragic for the 3 takes advantage.
A couple left-handed finishes tonight for Taj Gibson.
Dragic straight away. And there it is. 10 make threes tonight for the Miami Heat.
I mean, double-digit three-point makes and a half is ridiculous. Shooting.
And the Wolves complicated with the turnover. Dragic by Miami.
Eliminates Minnesota's opportunity here to score at the end of the quarter.
Dragic
nice
high
job
off the glass.
Nice job by Dragic. Wolves a very good free throw shooting team and a high volume free throw shooting team as well.
They shoot nearly 80% as a team from downtown. Dragic sets up Whiteside at the free throw line. Waiters all alone in the corner, has all day.
Got to get out there, sense of urgency.
Butler, no. Dragic comes out of there with it, pushing the pace. Ellington for 3. And there it is, 16 triples tonight for Miami, the most by a Wolves opponent this season.
Defensively to turn defense into offense.
Dragic, as Crawford fell to the floor, able to take advantage. 10 points in the game for Shabazz.
Jamal was all over Dragic's hand that time too. Tyus has been active defensively.
Wow. Goran Dragic just takes it away from Tyus. Johnson finds Ellington in the corner.
Dragic. And to Waiters, and then back to Dragic. His 3 is good.
I'll tell you what, Dragic just continues to get better. Boy, it's just like there's a lid on that basket at sometimes.
Dragic a fake, and then he fires and scores.
The lid is open for the...
Trying to drive and nowhere to go. Good defense by Jaren Grant. Winslow, oh, what a nice move, and then a shot. That was a bad miss there. Dragic to Whiteside, he rumbles in and scores.
Got to get there. The rotation's got to be quicker. That time Holiday didn't get there quick enough.
Again, knocked away, got it back, lost it. Picked up by Grant. He threw it away.
Man.
Johnson ahead. Dragic goes up and scores.
Oh, my goodness. 3-on-1 break.
I don't think he's going to quit shooting.
No.
There's Dragic, and he got it to go. That's twice. 2 drives. Back to Johnson again. Whipped out. Upstairs. Shot, and there he is. Well, he knew Dragic would step up at some point, and he made that one. Dragic out of the double team. Back to Olenek. Back to Dragic. Got it. And a foul.
Denzel,
little give and go. Here comes James Johnson with the screen. He drives right on in and scores. Let's see if they count it. Dragic, they'll let him milk the clock. 6, 5 to shoot. Dragic, a high 3. And that, my friends, is cold-blooded right there.
Practice. Wow. But then he just kind of lost his way mentally and then just had to mature. Being out of the league will do that for you as Richardson hits the 3. Inside Calderon to Kevin Love. Blocked though, pummeled by Whiteside. Good adjustment there. Richardson will sail in. Josh Richardson. Dragic turn the corner. Try to take a tough shot, and Goran Dragic finally gets his first field goal.
And when he gets going now, he can fill that basket up.
Crowder had the lane cut off, coughed it up. 2-on-1.
Richardson rolling in. Shooting when you have so much ability to score in the paint, so you want to continue that effort.
Waiters steps back. 2 more.
That sprain, Mike, luckily the Knicks have 3 days off. And that's evident there. You're not seeing the ball to senior man simultaneously. Dragic can't get gun. He's their top gun.
Dragic drives, stops, and gets the nice bounce. Just his second field goal. His offensive arsenal.
Yep, especially in transition, he makes up, giving the Knicks some quickness.
And Richardson connects there.
The pass to Beasley.
Knicks have 13 assists here in the first half.
They had 13 the whole game, the last game, Mike.
It's a tough matchup.
That probably would have been the Knicks' strategy tonight.
Dragic inside Winslow uses his offhand.
Look at this, surrounded by Knicks. Oh.
Nice give and go. Dragic.
I heard Shaq say he's a big fan of Hassan Whiteside. Heat playing their second straight game without him. Dragic, first score of the game for the Heat's leading scorer on the season. He's due to break out. Hornets with a 1-point lead. Waiters finds Dragic. That's good.
Right on cue.
Position. Heat are down by 2. Dragic bouncing for Winslow, who lays it in. His career high, by the way, 11. Dion, a long triple. Bam sends it right side, and Waiters. Adebayo kept it alive. Dragic gives the Heat another opportunity. Jay Rich, kaboom.
Yeah, give Bam an assist.
8 on the shot clock. That's Dion, kaboom. 19 of 21 for the game. Hornets up 1. 2:25 left. Dragic steps back and delivers. Dragic loops it into the corner, got to James Johnson, and he got to the rim. 7 games Hassan has sat with that bruised knee. Draymond Green misses from downtown. Pachulia with the offensive rebound. And a deflection by Winslow. And a foul on Curry. And twice with the Spurs. Dragic straightaway 3. Kaboom! Now that's big. He hadn't had a 3 in his last 3 games.
Tonight than he did the other night.
Well, they missed their first 11 shots and fell behind Charlotte 16-1. A 3 for Winslow. His 10th triple of the season. Good screen by Adebayo. Dragic hits the reverse after Draymond Green got taken out by Bam.
Yeah, that's the way Green likes to take out the opponent.
Incredible. His ball handling, his quick release, and his feathery soft touch. Dragic fouled by Klay Thompson, and he made the 3.
Yeah, Thompson, fortunately, Eric, for Dragic fouled Dragic's right hand.
Waiters over to Richardson. Now Dragic, left wing 3. Bounces in. 3rd triple of the game for Dragic.
At the end of the half, the Heat are doing a much better job here at the end of the second quarter.
It falls in for Dragic. 8 points against Miami's defense last week. Here's Durant, comes slipping in, lost the ball. Warriors shooting 58% with only 5 turnovers. Dragic lays it in. Pretty play by Goran. Shot blocks and field goal percentage for the Oregon Ducks.
He's 6'9". He looked like he was 7'2" on that lob.
Dragic from downtown. That's his 4th triple of the game.
And Parker now matched up with Olynyk. Aldridge trying to help out down low, and out front Richardson knocks down the jumper. He averages 9.7 a game.
Tony Parker sits in that baseline's wide open, able to cross up the point guard, take advantage.
Tony, although playing just 17 minutes a game through the first 4, is averaging nearly 8 points and 4 assists.
That's how they're looking to win this ball game, shooting a lot of threes early on.
Well, that has been their MO, and the Spurs turn it over. Dragic picks off that pass. Richardson lays it off.
Powell and LaMarcus all have mismatches out there pretty much.
Dragic, good ball movement to Waiters for 3. And he brings rain on that one. Waiters to tie Pat Riley for the franchise all-time lead. Powell couldn't finish. Tyler Johnson does.
Their 5th turnover of the night. But you have 2 guys out there that are physical defenders, and Adebayo and Winslow are giving our guys just a little bit of trouble. People involved, which is certainly greater for everyone. He's got his handsome face out there for everybody to see, using it for goodwill. This is where he turned the ball over, threw it all over the gym, but then he made up for it immediately.
Runner from Adebayo. He is crafty.
Yes, he is.
Trying to work LA here. Oh, in the paint.
He gave that ball to Bam. Immediately he goes and gets it back.
Has it out front against Parker. Now they switch and Forbes on him. Goran from 14 for 2.
Oh, they made it 2.
Felt that the last time they played, and then I thought the Thunder just ran out of gas in the last fourth quarter. That's a three-pointer for Justice Winslow. And then went back to the bench on Wednesday after starting 3 straight games. Dragic leaning in, looking for the foul. Doesn't get it, but he gets the 2 points there. The bucket by Goran Dragic. Miami Heat trying to snap a 2-game skid. Dragic with the runner. Back-to-back buckets. Not backing down from one another, though. Heat have the lead. Dragic trying to make it 3 in a row, and he uses the window. Here goes Whitehead to Levert. Moving the ball around the perimeter. And that one loose on the floor. Dragic crossing over. Pretty move for Goran Dragic. 2 offensive rebounds out of his 6 rebounds and really shooting the ball well. 6 of 8 from the floor. Dragic again. Carroll perfectly timed and spaced his body away. Oh, look at this. Dragic all alone after the strip. An uncontested layup for Goran Dragic. Dragic going toe-to-toe with the next big man. Looking for his seam. Finds one off the window. Goran Dragic is 9 assists, but just 2 for 9 shooting. Good sign for the Heat that Winslow is back on the floor. Wow. Olynyk was looking for the oop to Dragic's alley, but Dragic taking care of it himself. Levert with the straight line to the hoop. And the next down 5. Dragic, 4-3. Goran Dragic. All will do for you. Dinwiddie hitting 2, Crab missing 1, but Nets going back to it. Dragic, give and go with Olynyk. A leaner with the right hand. Like the Nets, who were fouling a moment ago, choosing not to foul. And Olynyk nailing the open look, no problem. Yep, that'll do it.
In the last 3 games, averaging just 5 a contest. Grizzlies need more from him. Adebayo with a knockaway. Dragic gets all the way to the cup, and it's a 1-point game. That entered the game with a sub-500 record. Dragic with 4 to shoot, works underneath the baseline. Richardson a catch and shoot 3, it's in.
No, that's called padding your record.
Waiters looking for his own shot. Instead, it's Dragic backdoor.
Then McLemore got caught ball watching, and Goran Dragic saw him turn his head. Once you bang into somebody, he didn't extend it to create the space.
I didn't say I agreed with JTR. I said I understand what he saw. And on Grizzlies 22 paint points, 6 for Tyreke Evans. Dragic, crafty.
Very good footwork.
And the Grizzlies lose Dragic. He's got 10. Looks at everybody else's baseline out of bounds play.
They get James Johnson one-on-one in the middle of the floor against Parsons, and you always know James Johnson. Very good.
Dragic hits the 3. His first 3-point make of the night.
Get another stop on this possession. Get out and run.
Dragic goes right and banks it in. Harrison makes it a 1-point game as we approach 4 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Lob and a finish and a foul. Gasol trying to go into his move. Grizzlies misfire, trying to hit a cutter. Johnson dunks on the other end. And Miami has matched its largest lead of the game at 63-58. Dragic able to go to his left and his left hand. Dragic with 9.
team's uneven start. They've already played 15 home games. They didn't take advantage. They lost 8 of them. Oh, Lillard was behind Dragic, who scored on the move. 4 games by an average of 18 points a game. They gave up nearly 120 a night to the Warriors in the first round. Richardson for 3. 40th triple this season for J. Rich. The Heat starting backcourt of Waiters and Dragic, 2 points on 1 for 8 shooting. Bam, took it away from Napier. And coach, the Blazers have strung together 8 straight points. Dragic got by McCollum, no help.
Yeah, it looks like the Heat's dominating the game. They're only up 10.
The Blazers without their top 2 centers, Myers Leonard and Nurkic. Oh, pretty play. Dragic to Olynyk for the layup.
He had a little shot fake and then waited for Kelly Olynyk to come.
Touchy when people asked him about his team's declining defense in the 5-game losing streak. He said before the game, I'm not going to judge our defense off a 5-game segment. But here comes Dragic, baseline drive, he flips it home. And it's nice to be around to enjoy both generations. Dragic up and under for the score. 5 points in the quarter for Goran.
Picks up the rebound. Dragic in attack mode early. Richardson, that's a 3-pointer. Malik Monk, the first sub into the game for your Hornets. He replaces Batum. Look at Kemba. Great move, didn't get the result. Marvin misses the reverse. Dragic beats a couple of Hornet defenders to get to the cup.
In town?
Dragic trying to work around Dwight Howard. That's not going to work. Only 3 to shoot. Waiters, the finger roll. Gets it back top of the key. Jordan Mickey. Wow, this is found money for Miami. Mickey off the bench with 6 points and 5 rebounds. And his mentor, Pat Riley?
You know, I don't know. As a player, I could probably answer that, but being in the locker room, talking to the players.
Dragic, just the forearm shiver. MKG gets another basket inside. Hornets down by 7. 2.5 remaining in our second quarter. Heck of an alley-oop. Dragic finds Adebayo. 8 points, 9 rebounds for Howard. He has not committed a foul. Dragic finds Richardson. Dragic has Howard on him. Poked away from behind by Dwight. MKG lost it, picked up by Dragic. 6 to shoot for Miami. Dragic fakes it on top of the outstretched arm of Dwight Howard. Here come the Hornets. Marvin. The pass to Howard is poked away by Johnson.
Too unselfish. Go ahead and finish that, Marvin.
And Johnson the other way gets the layup to fall, and he's fouled. A couple of Johnsons and Adebayo play together for Miami. Adebayo, first time we've seen him take a jumper.
Miami had turnover issues last night, got away with it against Charlotte. Teodosic blocked by Dragic, and the loose ball picked up by James Johnson. Dragic driving on Wesley. Johnson got the field goal and drew the foul.
Kept probing with the dribble until he found an area where he could score.
That leads to Championship Alley, and he was followed by the Heat's orthopedic doctor, Harlan Selzman. We'll keep you posted. Dragic bouncing for bam, he lays it in.
Has been for the last 5 or 6 games.
Waiters from the top finds Dragic, right wing triple on the way. Kaboom! Charles' 12 points have all come here in the second quarter. He'd have been defenseless under the rim tonight. Dragic lays it in on Teodosic. 8 points for Goran from a rebound. Dragic with his first turnover, and he atones for it immediately. Getting the ball right back for Miami. Dragic gets a screen from Bam and a switch. Jordan's on him. Richardson. Kaboom! Oh, Josh Richardson. The money ball. Raiders stutter steps. Back to Dragic. 8 to shoot. Goran lines it up and scores.
Oh, big time shot there after he's struggling most of the night.
Both teams never trailed in their games last night. Just the second time that's happened for the Heat this year. Dragic with his first field goal.
Oh, good to see him making that.
Moves on as a free agent. A 1-year deal with the Pelicans. Dragic ducks in and scores. Oh, doesn't look rusty at all. Dragic 5 on the shot clock. Dragic gets his own rebound. Hits the flip.
So before we went to the timeout, Johnson just got his third. Rondo all the way to the cup. Man, Dragic. If he uses the left hand, I don't think Dragic can get to it, but he brought it back to the right, didn't he?
He haven't scored yet in the fourth quarter. Dragic hits the reverse. Goran Dragic. 8 minutes left. Lob for Bam! Kabam! Atlanta beat Dallas by 5, and the Celtics ended their 2-game losing streak with a 117-92 win at home against Chicago. Another score for Dragic. 3 points less than that this year, and about 3 field goal attempts fewer this year as well. Richardson's 3, bullseye. Recently for Orlando with Fournier out. Aaron Gordon also out for that. That's Derek Walton Jr. tripling out of the corner.
That the Heat saw in him in Kentucky, he used here to be able to contribute.
Kabam! Oh, lightning quick with the dunk. Bam Adebayo. 4 rebounds in his first 6 minutes back since November 28th. Olynyk. Oh, he had great position down low. Dragic got him the rock.
Good recognition by Dragic. Extension follow through. Dragic is not getting the extension.
Tyler buries a 3. That was much needed. The Magic are 13 of 15 from the foul line. Dragic, 2 seconds left in the half. Knocks it down for his first field goal on his 7th attempt.
Boy, what a terrific play he had. He caught the ball in momentum.
Elfrid Payton had 10 and Bismack Biyombo 10 rebounds. Nobody in double figures for the Heat. 8 points for Kelly Olynyk. Dragic with a steal on the Payton pass.
He'd only have 4 points off of it.
Olynyk, kaboom.
Now 7 off of it. That'll count as 3 points off the turnover. It's what defense. Can't do that.
Olynyk against 2. Out to Dragic, right corner Trey. Got it! Goran Dragic hits Miami's 2nd straight trip. So he'd settle down in a half-court offense. Dragic driving on Biyombo. Up and under! Miami outscoring the Magic 16-10 so far here in the 3rd quarter. Olynyk took it away from Simmons. The lead for Dragic. Catches up with it and puts it in. Looking deep for Dragic. He'll wait for help. Finds it in Ellington. Shoots the 3. Kaboom!
Oh, what a run by the Heat. All spearheaded by the defense, Eric.
Augustine got in front of Dragic. Knocked away. Olynyk with some good defense. Here comes Dragic. Stops at the foul line and rolls it in. 22 seconds left, 3rd quarter here in Miami's. Last 7 points for Orlando. Look at Bam gives space fits. Dragic hustles to the loose ball and ties again.
That was all Bam, Eric. He knocked it away.
After missing 3 in a row with that strained left elbow, no longer wearing the sleeve, just tape on the elbow. Whiteside, 2 for 2.
There's an advantage right there that Whiteside brings.
Rear triples have come this year for him. Whiteside, short pull-up. He is 4 for 4.
That Dragic-Whiteside connection again.
And Dragic with the rebound. Dragic again coming at Dinwiddie, the pull-up jumper. First score tonight for Goran Dragic and a quick timeout for Kenny Atkins.
Ball on the elbow with the dribble handoff.
And setting good screens with 3 on the shot clock. He frees Dragic, who leans in for the score. A screen assist for Whiteside. Both teams make a lot of threes. Good screen by Whiteside. Dragic gets in deep. A 2nd straight excellent screen by Whiteside. 53-35. Richardson hits the angle jumper.
Peter a step slow on all these plays defensively.
First assist of the game for Richardson.
2 points in the paint.
Their first 2 since the 1st quarter in the paint. Dragic with the steal of Dinwiddie's pass. Let's get back quickly in transition. Look out. Whiteside got it, and he was fouled.
Oh.
He ripped right through the foul and pulled Zeller down to the deck with him.
Dragic pushing it for the Heat. Bismack Biyombo trying to protect the rim, but Dragic is able to finish.
That's in his repertoire. That's not something that we haven't seen. He can shoot that and make that.
Dragic knocks down a 3. He is 1 for his last 11. Great angle on Jerry Reynolds' shot that gave him the 30th assist. I think it spun off his hand and curved into the basket from about 22 feet. Bam Adebayo hands it off to Dragic, gives it back on the lob to Adebayo.
Makes me think we need to keep a body on him.
Orlando with the complete second unit on the floor now. Dragic still out there for Miami. Augustine has it blocked from behind by Dragic. Some nights, could be more. Quite a bit more.
Yeah.
Ellington, three-point shot is good by Wayne Ellington. He made 6 against the Magic Tuesday night.
Forcing the Heat to take it out of bounds.
No barking out defensive signals, but somebody got lost. Jordan Mickey freed up for 2
after it was done.
That was big time block. Dragic. The floater is good by Goran Dragic. 61-point first half for the Magic.
Magic with 24 fast break points here in the first half.
Wayne Ellington. Johnson had to float it up high over Biyombo. There's one.
Yep.
Dragic going to drive and lay it in around Bismack Biyombo. Dragic got a screen up high. Goes underneath the rim and puts it in. Spate's got a lot of game.
Yes, he does.
Dragic bumped, fouled, and a three-point chance for Goran Dragic.
Cutting off the drive by Mo Spates.
Got a good feel for it defensively, and he's a terrific athlete, Bam Adebayo. Boy, he plays with so much enthusiasm.
Yes, he does.
Dragic for 3. Goran Dragic, Miami, three-point shooting, 47%. Cross court, Richardson. Shot clock down to 2. Oh, what a finish by Josh Richardson. That is spectacular. Over a shot block. Orlando needs a bucket. Fournier. Dragic with the steal. Whiteside to Dragic. The runner's good. It was Johnson in the third quarter. Now it's Dragic in the fourth for Miami. Payton picking up his pressure on Dragic. Dragic. High off the glass. He scores once again. It's in the hands of Dragic. Cross court to Johnson. Tyler Johnson for 3. Boy, those 2 guards have been sensational. They run pick and roll again. Dragic pulls up over Biyombo. Scores again. Goodness gracious. Dragic and Johnson have just been unbelievable for Miami.
Up a 3 to start the game. And they've scored the last 8 points. Dragic drives in and puts it home.
With the right hand.
The defense by Olynyk with the body. Dragon pressing the gas pedal. Olynyk open 3. Kaboom!
And taking advantage of the matchup.
Harris, his 3rd score of the first quarter, ties the game at 17. Kelly Olynyk, been the top player in the game, as Tyler Johnson on a keeper throws it down.
Almost 45% from distance. Dragic from the corner. He hits it.
There's that quickness we talked about.
Oh, what a play by Dragic. How'd he get in there and finish?
Iron shoulder. Proved offensive player since he came in the league.
Dragic drives in, pitches out. Johnson's 3. Yes. James Johnson's first points of the game.
Dragic doesn't get enough credit for the defense that he's played. He's become a much better defensive player in the Heat uniform.
Great pass. Another stick from downtown by Jay Rich.
That's nice to hear.
1-point Detroit lead. Whiteside's back in. Nice assist from the high post to the cutting Dragic.
Another assist for Whiteside. He was patient and waited on the delay. Amazing how guys like him do not lose confidence in themselves.
Dragic for 3. Kaboom! Second triple for Dragic. Whiteside with a rebound. Here comes the Dragon. Pedal to the metal for Olynyk. Nice fast break score for Miami.
Perfect pass on Dragic's 5th assist.
Moreland has it batted away from behind by Ellington to Olynyk.
This game is so fast, so quick. You got to know what people are, George.
Great game.
They're coming up from behind, knocking the ball away.
First half this season for him with 13. He also leads the Heat with 7 rebounds. Johnson able to score and draw the foul underneath.
Another assist for Dragic.
So he's got a double-double for just the 12th time in his career. 3rd time this year. A spinning hook for the Great Wall of Whiteside, who now has 6 points in the game.
Getting great position inside.
He has 13 points and 8 rebounds. Dragic breaks free and scores. Gives the Heat the lead back. Indiana's a half game behind the Heat. The Knicks are a game and a half behind Miami. Dragic for 3. Got it. Goran Dragic. Ellington to Olynyk. Off to Dragic. 3 on the shot clock. Johnson scoops and scores. Minutes for Detroit this year as a starter. Their fortunes turn when he took Stanley Johnson's place in the starting lineup. Richardson drills a corner 3. Saturday, 1-point lead for the Heat. Dragic caught underneath, finds the cutting Richardson, who buries a mid-range jumper. On 19 points. Dragic into the paint, circles out. He's open. He hits. Here, 14 points for Dwight Bikes. Ellington for 3. And the man with the golden arm has 3 triples in this game. On the shot clock. Dragic gets a screen from Olynyk, drives in and scores. Big basket.
2 timeouts left. Neither team is in the penalty.
8 on the shot clock. Olynyk streaks in and scores.
Oh. What a pass from Dragic.
It's 17 when the Knicks pummeled Miami at the Garden. Dragic bouncing for Olynyk, who scores on the give and go.
Oh, perfect give and go there. That time he just took it and went to the rim.
Dragic steps back on Enes Kanter and hits. He had to put a lot of arc on that ball over Kanter, who goes 6 feet 11.
Olynyk wasn't there to help on that drive.
Knicks have 8 of their 9 points in the paint. Dragic parking Kanter right under the rim. Dragic comes middle. Tough shot over Kanter. That's twice he's been able to aim one high over Kanter. Against Kanter, he put it on the floor. That was a mistake, but he didn't pay for it. Good effort by Hassan. Here's Tyler for 3.
Yeah, Hassan stayed with the play.
Get you that second half plan from the coaching staff. But right now, here's Eric and Tony.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you at the half. Tyler Johnson for 3. Tyler Johnson. Been a good first endeavor for the Heat's first ever winter holiday basketball camp.
Yes, really worked out well. They're looking to have one in the spring.
Dragic from downtown. Kaboom. Oh, that was pretty. Peeks inside of Whiteside, but Johnson grabs the rebound. 5 seconds left in the half. Dragic to the basket. Yes. 9 teams in his 13 seasons. Well, the Heat lead was 10. It's down to 1 as Whiteside makes the mid-range jump, becoming a New York Knick. 2-point lead for the Heat. 6:40 left, 3rd quarter. Dragic turning and scoring. Kanter has been a magnet for Dragic field goal attempt.
Foul committed by Ntilikina, his 4th. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Knicks lead by 5. Here's Olynyk.
Dragic into the paint. Porzingis shadows him. Ellington fires a long 2 and makes it.
Over Porzingis.
19 on the shot clock for Miami. Olynyk. Out to Dragic. The angle 3 in the air and in the basket.
Olynyk with the assist. Only have 1 timeout left for the rest of this overtime.
4 on the shot clock for the Heat. Dragic has to unload it and bury it. A triple for Dragic. This year, the worst assist-turnover ratio of his career, 1.7 assists to every 1 turnover.
Wow.
That's not acceptable for a point guard.
He's shooting the ball better, but he's turning it over worse.
Teams already has 6 points in the first 6 minutes of this one. Richardson turns wide open for the score.
Good job getting open. It was being overplayed to pop out on the left side, Jay Rich was.
Left, first quarter. Dragic spinning the other way. Bumps with Favors, put it in. The iron shoulder works again.
There it is. The iron shoulder created the space.
Ball swings to Dragic, wide open 3. Kaboom.
That's what Coach Quinn was just talking about, Eric.
Team's 3rd in the league at 81%. They simply don't get there enough. Dragic drives in for the hook, put it up, in, and drew the foul.
Class. That young man's right at the top right now.
Dragic on the run for 2. Goran Dragic. 5 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Dragic bouncing for Whiteside in a crowd. Turns on Favors and hooks. For the Jazz here in Miami. Getting late in the 3rd quarter. James Johnson. That's good. 11 made triples a game, almost 14 in this 3-game win streak. Oh, Dragic went digging and broke up the play. 3-on-1 break. Dragic drives, but misses. Burke's a former Colorado Buffalo. Ellington squares and delivers. Third triple today for the man with a golden arm.
Can't say enough about Donovan Mitchell, just beyond his years. 16-4 advantage, fast break points. Dragic breaks free and an easy layup down the baseline.
Heat on the shot clock with a Heat down 6. Dragic down the lane for the score. 14 for Dragic, 4-point lead for Utah. Down by 1, ball game about to be decided. Richardson on the drive, lays it up and in. The Heat lead, 103-102. Timeout to the Jazz.
They did not a good job last night against Brooklyn. He said, look, our next 3 games against Miami, against Cleveland, it's like Rod and Leo and Sam, better together. Here's Wayne Ellington with a 3, and you're going to have to keep an eye on him. He's got 8 minutes already. He's been a difference maker. Jones with a denial on a run out. Here's Ellington. And it's a 2-point game, 35-33.
To give you a little more contact for some reason, reputation-wise, you got to get out in transition against this team. You got to get stops on your end.
Ellington pulls it up, top of the circle. Here's Dragic, too strong, long rebound, gets it back. Dragic with a soft touch.
Raptors a step slow tonight.
Plus is going to have to start making some shots to hopefully free things up for DeMar. And this is the largest lead for the Miami Heat.
And DeRozan, their top 2 guys, that combined 4 of 19 tonight, though. Again, the Heat have been terrific.
James Johnson with a slam dunk, and the lead grows.
Big time.
And focus. These offensive rebounds are just crushing the Raptors right now.
You got to climb their backs and hurt them a little bit.
Dragic spins around. Great job by Ibaka, but Dragic, as we mentioned, so crafty.
He sure is.
Season undrafted out of Florida. 3-point lead for Miami. DeLon, shot doesn't go, crashing the glass. Out for this evening with acute back spasms. Tailbone bruise as Dragic gets the friendly roll. It's a 5-point lead. First half with 13 points. Played well. Shot at 3 of 9 from 3, and there's a 3. Dragic has 19. Last 11.
It's a moving screen by Whiteside there.
And here's Dragic, and he is lighting it up. He's got 22. He's on G-League assignment with 9:05. With the injury called up and a turnover. Lead pass, Ellington, great contest, CJ batted around. Here's Powell with it.
Head up, you got to guard. Keep your head up.
They give up rebounding here with this sequence, and now the Raptors down by 1. 19.6 to go, no timeouts left. It might be a glitch in the system. Let's see here. Ellington lays it up and through.
He is live.
He was waived earlier in the season by Phoenix. He was in the slam dunk competition last year with Glenn Robinson III. They turn it over. Here comes Dragic.
They throw it up and let him go get it.
Turnovers. Miami again last night, an impressive win, 90-89 in the closing seconds, 0.3 of a second. And Dragic series in Miami. Dragic had just 8. Cut off on the baseline. 14 points, almost 12 rebounds.
Good help there by Sabonis.
And another 3 and another basket by Richardson.
That's why you've got to control the ball.
And here come the Heat. Dragic spins. Good defense, but a better shot by Dragic. Couple of baskets for Oladipo. He's 2 of 5 from the field. Joe Young dealing with Dragic, and Dragic hammers home the jumper. Oladipo had 28 in the loss in Miami. He had 15 in the win. Dragic again. Key to the Saints has been their improved defense. That's what's hurt them the last few years. They've had a great offense with Breeze and company. Whiteside back in, rattles it in.
who does a great job defensively.
Dragic. Whiteside dunks it, and Nate McMillan is upset now.
Because the ball moved ahead of him so fast.
Dragic had 3 first-half fouls as Whiteside loads it in. He has 12. And 3 on the second night of a back-to-back. They have not won a road game on the second night of a back-to-back as Dragic hits the 3. At the free throw line, that's 57%.
But you got, hey Chris, you got 20 minutes. You just keep grinding.
The rookie is in with Olynyk, Tyler Johnson, and Goran Dragic.
They're getting coming hard to that left hand with an open shooter.
No Miles Turner tonight, out with that right elbow injury. And so Al Jefferson coming in off the bench, and Ellington splashes the 3. Well, they will continue with the 2 bigs. That's the play they ran out of the last timeout. And Johnson for 3. That's been the big difference in this game, Quinn. That's the 11th for Miami.
Did a nice job. Let's turn in the corner. He wanted to throw the lob.
Dragic has 18. Indiana's had a chance to take the lead. They missed a 3 from Bogdanovic and then got the turnover by Oladipo. Dragic, the lead is 5.
Dragic behind the James Johnson screen. And the Heat get their first points on a triple. Shot clock at 6 on the lob to Whiteside. He's doubled, got around it for the dunk.
Oh, he had 2 6'11" guys on him, and he wound up getting inside for the dunk.
4 on the 24. 6 seconds left in the half. Dragic in trouble. Made it. 3 out of 18 from downtown, and 30% with their overall shooting.
Sounds like Ellington. He's always looking for the 3.
Dragic. Ellington's gives it back to James Johnson. Over to Dragic for the mid-range jump.
Oh, look at the ball movement right there.
Whiteside sets the screen. 2 defenders on Dragic. That left the big man wide open for business.
You know, Dragic usually throw the ball over the top.
Heat lead by 8. Minute 48 left in the third. Dragic maneuvers in on Snell. Got all the way in. 3 on the 24. Dragic checks the clock and fires. Kaboom!
You know, sometimes it's easier to shoot the ball.
Dragic got all the way to the basket. Dragic. Kaboom!
Why not?
Goran Dragic with 8 points here in the fourth quarter. Dragic lets it fly. Kaboom!
There you go, baby.
What a fourth quarter for Goran Dragic. Diligent the Heat have been, Tony, that they're not the least bit satisfied. Every win just feeds a very hungry piece. Dragic with the steal.
This by Dunn. The rebound to James Johnson. Johnson, a pump ahead to Goran Dragic. What a move. He had Holiday sail by him and then laid it in. Dragic. The Whiteside. He didn't want to shoot it and then made it. He hesitated and then said, what the heck?
That's the spinners for him and Ibaka. And that's a block right there by Whiteside. He just blocked that away from Lowry. And the drive, and Johnson now gets going.
From behind the three-point line. All of his field goals have been made, have been three-pointers.
And that stopped a 12-0 run by the Bulls. 8 points, 3 or 4 from the field. You got to get Nico going here, get his stroke back.
Dragic, baseline, scores.
Anything to go tonight for them from the distance.
There's Olynyk, another 3. That one is good. And a timeout taken by Fred Hoiberg with 1:36 left.
Starters back in. They got to get Nico going as well.
Olynyk outside to Dragic. Dragic the drive, and the layup is good. That was at home. They do have a terrific road record. 13-8. Olynyk slips inside. Nice move.
Well, he's come in and gave him a spark. So being able to take some miscues and punish the Heat.
Oh, Dragic got right on in, scored, and drew the foul.
That's an offensive foul. He's really pushing off with that left.
Backdoor cut, and Dragic finishes again. His step back jumper. Heel of the rim, and the long rebound, and Will dunk the ball and a foul. Oh, wow. Watch Aaron Grant. Ball in the quarter. Ellington back to Dragic to Ellington from 3.
That time, that's Justin Holiday overran that play.
Wolves defend that. Dragic a drive and a kick back to Olynyk. The fake. The shot is good. Dragic, he's loose, and the layup is good. Wow. Dragic circling, trying to find a three-point shooter. Now Dragic a drive, and he scores as Markkanen and Dunn fell down.
They blew out Cleveland.
Ellington, fake, shot good, down the well, that goes, that's a 3.
Hesitation, down the lane, shows it, pumps, double pump, kicks it, baseline jump shot, and that one goes down for Josh Richardson. Make it a grinded out, defensive-minded affair. Dragic down the lane, off the glass, straight away at it. Drives on Dellavedova, backing him down now, draws a double, Giannis helping. Inside, up and good. Bam Adebayo. So far, Snell and Dellavedova doing a great job of it. 12-2 run for the Bucks. Dragic bumped as he got it off and hits.
On the front court, give them some consistent points, and then on the defensive end, consistent defense.
How did your parents impact that phase of your life in terms of what you talk about?
Tremendously. My parents gave me the no question. And plus, in addition to the weather and Coach Wooden knowing what he was doing and having won the last 2 NCAA tournaments.
Bad thing, just kind of the nature of the evolution of the game.
I think it's a good thing because of the way they changed the rules where you can't.
Let's get early offense. Again, you don't want to go late in the shot clock against this Miami Heat defense. Dragic. That's Bledsoe's mistake. He knows that. Bledsoe's got to get cooking now offensively. Blocked by Whiteside. Whiteside has just been throwing everything his way. 6 blocks on the night. Winslow, lefty 3. Timeout. Miami backs it up, works the clock. A minute to play in the fourth. Dragic to the hole. It's a big layup there. They go up by 7. He has 13.
Nets open up 1 of 4 from the field. Dragic gets the step on Dinwiddie, slips inside for 2.
Dragic is so crafty. In front of you, he finds his open teammate out on the three-point line.
Whiteside hands to Dragic. There's the teardrop. Goran Dragic. Dragic defended by Kraft. Allen is in, and he loses Whiteside. Slams it down with 2 hands. Whiteside sets the screen. Dragic. The fade. That's smooth.
So much attention watching Whiteside.
First assist tonight for James Johnson. 11-point lead. Here's Johnson's 3. Kaboom!
It's the second half, Eric.
Richardson. Always in attack mode. Dragic lines it up, and he buries it.
Well, and that's just your secondary break of this game. The Nets not getting a lot of fast break opportunities, but not even being able to get the ball and move it up the floor as quickly as they'd like.
Whiteside off the inbounds.
Play, drops in the floater, realizes he needs to get that shot off before he gets close enough to Whiteside.
Richardson, tough. Player made contact, 10 to shoot. Dragic spins and scores.
Tough move by Dragic.
Johnson gets it in. Dragic, he'll drive in and lays it in. 97-93, 17.7. The more buttoned-down version of the matchup we were expecting. Dragic on the top with 4 to shoot, gets into the paint and scores. It was actually the 5th game in a row Tyler Johnson misses. Remember, he got injured in the first game of the road trip at Chicago last Sunday. Second score for Dragic. Derrick Jones Jr., he's starting again for Miami. His 7th start. The Heat are 4-2 with him as a starter. Nice soft touch for Dragic. Here comes Whiteside against Koufos. Good ball movement. Open 3 for Goran. Kaboom.
All because of the overplay on Ellington on the right side. that Bogdanovich can shoot the ball, people are going to close on him. He's got to be able to make that play right there.
Ellington squares for three and buries his first triple attempt of the game. 12 points for Hield, 10 in this quarter. Kings have the lead back. It's our 13th lead change. Dragic for three. Kaboom. Second triple tonight for the Dregs. 15 points in this quarter.
He's hoping there's no halftime. He might cool off.
1 point lead for Sacramento. Dragic on the reverse. This equals their biggest lead of the night. Neither team is led by more than 4. Dragic for three. Yep. 3 on the shot clock. Dragic against Koufos. It's good. Aaron Temple, good change of pace dribble. Temple lost the ball, winds up with Whiteside. Here comes James Johnson.
Focused and a lot of energy.
Tyler Johnson and Goran Dragic reunited as the starting backcourt. Tyler with a straight line drive for his first field goal. Johnson with a rebound. Here comes Dragic coming downhill. The Hornets defense gets back. Here's Johnson. Tyler Johnson streaking to the rim for the dunk. Field goals made against any opponent in a single season in Heat franchise history. Another record falls right into the lap of Ellington. Dragic finds Whiteside. A little push shot. Perfect. Hassan has 6 points and 6 rebounds. First for Dwight Howard, 6 points, 7 boards for Charlotte's starting center. Kemba Walker led the Hornets with 19. And there's a guy that's got to be more prevalent in the second half. All too familiar. Miami losing to Sacramento at home the other night. And Dragic got the bucket and was fouled by Walker.
That should build some confidence for Harrison Barnes.
Goran Dragic, baseline jumper.
He likes playing here too, Mark. Dragic has had some big games here.
3 went in for Dirk to the timeout. Miami hasn't done anything lineup-wise to change it. Taking it into the paint is Smith, and it's blocked out of bounds. Kelly Olynyk is in, and so is Wayne Ellington, who had a career-high 28 against Dallas last month. Dragic with the okey-doke.
Yeah, that's nifty right there. Salah known as a shot blocker.
Tip-out rebound by Measuring. Goran Dragic recovers to get in front of Smith, but Smith goes around him. Play broken up in the lane, though, by Miami's defense.
Good in the half court, getting what they want and not turning it over.
I think if just one word came to mind for Miami, it's discipline and how they run their set. 13-10 the line for Whiteside, points and boards. Underneath the basket, Dragic, a bounce pass to the outside, and a corner three for Richardson. Josh Richardson. That's an easy cut and finish. And a timeout taken by Dallas.
Trying to make those kind of changes.
Whiteside is already 4 for 4 in this quarter, and he catches inside, and he's 5 for 5. And a lot of work if the Mavs have any aspirations of reaching that plateau tonight. They're at 55 with 5.5 to go in the third quarter, and Miami's lead just swelled to 13 on the short J by Dragic. 28-point eruption in Miami in December. Oh, fancy pass by Johnson off the dribble. Left in the corner, Ellington from Dragic. Richardson on the dribble, making his way up the baseline. The kick-out pass. Johnson indecisive. He may have traveled. It goes underneath, and Dragic scores.
I thought he traveled. Johnson being he.
Road trip for Miami. Actually, game 2, rather. They've got 2 more come up, including Detroit with Blake Griffin on the weekend. Dragic backs down and scores over Isaiah Thomas. Because Ellington on a pace for 250. DJ at 225.
Yeah, he can shoot it.
Here comes James Johnson on the timeout on a soft slam. 18-12, good guys. Johnson came to the ball off a double team in the rotation. But it's not there in time.
They're starting to warm it up now.
Miami 12th in the league in three-point line defense. Dragic sends it, hits it.
Yeah, the shots that they were missing at the beginning of the quarter. Got him off the hook.
Yeah, exactly. Isaiah took an awkward fall. Easy breakaway for Dragic. That's down to 37% shooting now. Dragic, wow, an impossible shot.
That was an unbelievable shot there.
Cavs also 4 of 18 shooting in the quarter. That's allowed Miami back in it. And Dragic gets 2.
They had this team on the ropes. See if they can do it again.
And we know the Cavs have plenty of depth on the second of their back-to-back. Dragic off the glass. They know each other. You can't bottle that up. It just happens. 2.5 years in Boston. Tyler Johnson running the floor. His third. So Cavs starting to mount up some totals in that department. Tyler Johnson squares up. Hits it. So Miami. And dot what? Yeah, that's what I thought. Here comes Johnson. And reversed it.
That's a good shot there.
Game very much up for grabs for both teams, suffice it to say. And Dragic hits him in range.
Executing on both ends of the floor.
5 on the shot clock. Keep in mind. Oh, Richardson got inside. That's why Eric Spoelstra called a timeout.
He was so confident he had that shot.
All knocked away. This is what happens when you don't have a super blue blood moon in 150 years. As they score, James Johnson gets it back.
That might have been their worst offensive outing. So it'll be interesting to see how these two teams respond.
And they had a very poor shooting night, especially from three-point territory as Dragic gets them on the board. It's out by Simmons, 5 on the shot clock now. Inside, good feed to Dragic for the layup.
It's a collective entity on the offensive end for Miami.
Working against Richardson with the offhand. And rebounded by Johnson. Dragic with a full head of steam, which is usually lethal in the open court.
Ben, believe it or not, and I know JJ's missed some games, he's made more threes than anybody else on the team.
A good point, and shooting 38% from deep. Miami with numbers here. Richardson back behind the three-point line. Good. Little two-man game again with James Johnson, who fires the three and nails it. And Miami really leaking oil right now. Oh, what a block by Josh Richardson. Wow. He smothered that. Dragic to the bucket.
Problem with injuries, Eric. He seems to get injured every year.
Including this year, missed 17 games with a knee issue and a concussion. Josh Richardson gets the heat on the scoreboard almost 2 minutes in.
Dragic gets an Olynyk screen. All the way outside, and Richardson buries a three. He has 5.
Job today. They won't look to get much scoring from him unless it's a tap in or a drop off like here.
Gets himself a leaning
sense for where the ball is going to be, and then having the consistency of effort to go after it.
One love Andre around the rim. Dragic with a drive, and he's able to convert. Still 3:40 to play in the first half. Dragic with a drive, hits the deck, but he does get the deuce. 3.5 left in the half. Pistons by 2. Dragic with a steal. Dragic with a drive. And another deuce. Better than 40% from downtown. Anthony Tolliver. Dragic turns, fires, fills it up. He can get his own.
Good recovery by the Pistons. They didn't give up anything along the three-point line.
Olynyk inside, though, hits the hook over Reggie Bullock.
Van Gundy again up arguing with the officials. He felt like there was enough contact there for Stanley Johnson to be shooting a free throw, George. Stanley hasn't gotten any calls tonight.
The basket. Winslow to forecourt. Goran Dragic rises and guns, and it goes. And Miami leads by 1. Blake Griffin hands to Reggie Bullock. Down the lane, can't finish. Andre can't either. Olynyk with a rebound. 1. Adebayo. Hand off to Richardson. Cross court, Dragic. The 3, and it's through.
Dangerous, George.
Dragic with a long gun. Nothing but net. 17 since the first quarter on 7 for 11. Drives it. Gets to the basket. Flips it up and in. Rowdy's glad he went to get him. And Eric Spoelstra probably enjoys coaching him. On cue, a lob dunk from out of bounds to Olynyk, who now has 17. Dragic falling down on the shot, misses. Stanley with the rebound. Dragic to the floor for it. Against Blake Griffin, up and in. And he draws the foul. Griffin against Richardson. Takes him inside again, lost the handle. Richardson with a good defensive stand. Dragic on the other end. Ellington somehow hung in the air long enough to score. 5 minutes left. Dragic rattles home a three. Lennox has to go get it, clock at 4. Dragic will drive it. Step back gun goes. Goran Dragic has been phenomenal.
Was that like a door closer?
You'd like to think. Dragic will try from the corner, and he draws a foul.
The next two didn't play as well. The Heat lost.
Tony, when he doesn't play or doesn't play well, it certainly impairs the Heat's ability to win. When he does play well, takes the Heat to the next level. Ball rebound taken by Dragic on the move. As Richardson to his right, drives all the way to the cone.
The iron shoulder.
8-point Heat lead. Dragic down the lane, scoops and scores. 4 points for Dragic. Winslow scores off the inbounds pass by Dragic.
Excellent baseline out of bounds play.
Back for his 6th rebound.
He might have gotten away with a foul right there.
Dragic bumps with a window and scores.
Yeah, look at Whiteside running the floor.
Dragic for Whiteside. Look out below. He slammed that through with a right hand.
See, that time he took his time. Some of the other ones he rushed it a little bit. The last few.
At 61-60. Dragic for Whiteside, crashing it through. His turn. Dragic keeps it and finishes.
Yeah, that time Biyombo stayed home.
That series.
Yeah, exactly.
1 point Magic lead. 8 minutes left, third quarter. Here's Dragic. And the Heat get their first triple of the game on their 13th attempt of the game. That's a very important game for Miami. Orlando comes in to the Heat's house with a worse record in the league. Heat trying to establish some rhythm and some karma on the home floor. They've got to be quick for the Heat. Less than 4 seconds on the shot clock. Quick enough! Bam Adebayo is wide open.
Both defenders went to Tyler.
This year for a Heat player over 30 points. Waiters 33 against Minnesota. Dragic 33 in the loss at Detroit. Here comes Dragic off the takeaway. For Bam, who grabs it through and draws the foul. UCLA, Bamute. He's actually starting for the injured Trevor Ariza. P.J. Tucker starting for Anderson. Nice drive completed by Winslow.
Had the mismatch there with Whiteside guarding him on the perimeter. Took the J rather than go around him.
Dragic, the former Rocket, buries it through. Maybe the lowest passing totals in the NBA this year, but they don't need to pass it as much as others.
No, at least one of them will be in the game at all times.
2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dragic, step back jumper, falls in. 7 points for the Dragon. Rockets, their lead is up to 17. A double team on Whiteside. Just 3 seconds on the shot clock. 3 under duress, good for Dragic. His second triple, he has 10. 9th Heat turnover.
Another steal.
7th steal for them. Heat steal one back. It's the Dragon for James Johnson. Richardson and Dragic, 10 points apiece. James Harden leads the Rockets with 23. Dragic drives in, scores and draws the foul. Only missed 16 shots in the first half. They're at 56%. Oh, pretty crossover. And finish. And it counts.
Oh, man. There's your all-star right there.
Dragic, good screen. Got it. Goran Dragic. Chris Paul picking up the last foul, his first of the game. Richardson hits a three. Josh Richardson. That's 4 more than the Houston backcourt of Harden and Paul. Winslow from downtown. Kaboom. Dragic guarded by Bamute. Goes left. Iron shoulder score for Dragic. He has 22 in that October 23rd matchup with the Nuggets. Only time all year they've had less than 10 threes. Oh, what a nice play. Dragic finding Bam underneath the basket. He wouldn't look at the basket.
No, he was smart there, though, because Chris Paul was lurking there. Remember, Paul took the ball from Whiteside in Houston.
Big three for Josh Richardson. For the Rockets, that's the most 35-point games in the NBA by any individual player. Dragic scoops and scores. Goran Dragic, first bucket of the fourth quarter. He has 26. And Jabari Parker is also back for the Bucks. Missed the first 2 games against Miami. Dragic able to complete that drive. Goran has 28-point game for the Magic in Orlando against the Heat. Dragic pull-back jumper. Yes. Goran Dragic with the Heat's last 4. In the corner, this is Dragic. Gets by Bledsoe. Sends it out to Richardson. Kaboom! They made a career-high 7 triples.
Terrific.
We are underway here in quarter number 3 as Tyler Johnson streaks in and gets a nice dish from Dragic. Goran Dragic coming downhill on the Bucks. Richardson to an open spot on the elbow, buries the jumper.
Jay Rich is one of the better mid-range jump shooters off the dribble.
Fiorentino 3-step there.
Yeah, something like that.
Dragic for 3. Kaboom! He gets his first field goal on his 8th shot of the game.
Heat are 16 and 14 on the road. One of the rare teams like the Raptors that have a winning record on the road. And a bucket that goes and a foul on OG Anunoby. The reason why the Raptors actually are behind Miami in three-point usage rate as Winslow drills a 3. Nothing, then Tampa came back to tie it 3-3. Goran Dragic with the steal, sprinting up court, and he is tough as nails. Miami played at their pace. They won it by 1 on a baseline move by Wayne Ellington. Dragic lost in translation there as he dribbled around and then knocked it in. Shoots air ball to a 7 now from the field. 3-on-1 break. Ibaka tries to get it back, but Tyler Johnson lays it up and in the largest lead of the night for the Heat. And they're all getting major minutes. Here's Johnson, and Johnson powers through over Valanciunas. 51-44. Impressive first half to quicken the pace. Shot clock at 3. And the three-pointer from Dragic is good. He's a tough matchup for the Raptors.
It's a great percentage. Over half of their points came into paint in that first half.
Oh, boy. And Whiteside just up at the rim. Lowry and loose ball. Whiteside to Dragic, and Dragic makes a 3, and he's hugged in the process by Valanciunas.
Just for you. I want you to feel like you're with him.
Yeah, you seem to do that a lot. Dragic, speaking of seeming to do something a lot. Surge, Raptors up by 1.
And I think Surge can be a real thorn in the Heat side if he goes inside. Look at that shot.
Finds DeRozan in the paint. It's knocked away. Somehow, Goran Dragic comes away with it and finishes. Dragic has it knocked away. Scoops it back up. Tyler Johnson back to Goran Dragic, and he drills a 3. And it's now a 2-possession game. Across the timeline, Dragic turns a corner. Leaner, good. 3-point game, 1-possession game.
For the trailing Amir Johnson filling the lane. Nice look from Big Ben. Johnson, of course, in charge of Hassan Whiteside. That's the first-time All-Star Goran Dragic.
East as well, looking for an N1.
Boy, Johnson, I think he made some contact with Dragic, but the whistles remain silent. Dragic is their leading scorer.
Walked into the gym today at 4:20. Who is the first 76er in the gym? None other than T.J. McConnell, even after a triple-double.
That's why you got to stay ready. He didn't know until minutes before tip-off.
He knew when we found out, and like you said, pros are ready.
Normally they run it through Joel Embiid. Well, he's not here, and now they look a little flustered on the offensive end, not to mention their defensive deficiencies. In the meantime, Wayne Ellington. Yep, slamming for two is Whiteside, compliments of Dragic.
Dragic, that's part, as we say that, there's the pick and roll right there. It's one of his strengths. That's what he's good at.
That time between Dragic and Justice Winslow. Šarić, another first inside to get a loose ball. Who wants it? It's going to be Dragic.
Basketball because they are running around all out of control. Make them pay for that.
Dragic for three. Playing a team a half game ahead of them in the standings. Josh Richardson.
Got to get it in on the 5 count. And Whiteside poked it away from Emeka Okafor. On the trail, Josh Richardson. And an easy bucket. The former second-round pick of Miami in 2015.
Game rhythm and all those kind of things. So he's probably mid-March at best.
Too easy. Johnson, a much more physical player. And the mid-range, the back tap. But it goes to Dragic. And on the run, Dragic will get a layup out of it. He's the one guy who looks for pace as well. Drew's at 19 a game and 49% shooting, both career best. As Dragic wanted to go inside, he will. And Whiteside going to the line, looking for the three-point play. Up short. Dwayne Wade into the game in his 4th game back in Miami. Dragic on the spin and curls it home. Nifty footwork by Goran Dragic. AD falling away against. They're trying to get away with Luke for a couple of minutes. Dragic is going to see more points in the paint. They're getting anything they want downstairs. 42-35. Ian Clark.
Hey, Joel, this just in. Ian Clark, 7 made field goals. The rest of the team combined 6.
Back out there, his first or making his second bucket on his 5th try. Perfect at the free throw line. He's got 9. And Dragic. He set it up beautifully for Whiteside, didn't he?
All set up with the penetration. Again, hey, to keep these guys in front and out of the driving lanes.
AD almost and did. Turned it over. Second shot of the game, making his 3rd shot. Dragic. It'll be Whiteside. Now, don't give up. Kevin Hansen. Get aggressive on the ball defensively. That's the key.
Especially in these pick and roll situations. And here's a turnover that turns into
run out.
2 points. Pass was too direct in that small space for AD to come up with it.
It'll be Dragic. Points off a turnover. AD's available. Drew had it tipped away by Adebayo. And an easy one, like a turnover. Getting away. 8-point game. It's 13-9, a +4. Trying to get it inside to Adebayo, and he'll get an easy one out of it. Boy, they capitalize on mismatches, don't they?
Yeah, when you got teams that switch.
Each one, floater, real short. On the run out, Dragic. And he beat Nico to the punch. He wanted a foul. He may have had a legitimate gripe there with contact. Clark all over him. Tyler Johnson used the off arm. They're going to let it go. And a 3-point game. It'll be Dwayne Wade. Mid-range over Holiday. Not there. Loose stuff. Dragic gets the layup. Timeout Pels. Slide. Good job. But trying to track him. Into the shot clock. Johnson's going up at the mid-range. And a lead for Miami. That is his ballpark right there at about 16, 18 feet. Finding protection over to that side. It'll be another one? No. It'll be Dragic instead. A triple. And he's got it. 3-point game. Inside of 4 to play. Dragic. Now he's a legit 3-point threat. That's a mid-range. And he's got another. Up to 30. With 7 dimes and 7 boards. Scott Dragic off the run. It'll be Johnson up against Mirotic. And curls it home. It's all even. Hard take by James Johnson. Has he been huge for them?
For the turnover. Dragic for 3. Kaboom. Goran Dragic, triple number 83 on the season. Dragic driving on Terrell Martin. Oh, he put on the brakes and put in the shot. Game for Memphis.
He was really a shooting guard, as you mentioned, but starting at the point guard position tonight.
Well, they're without Mike Conley, their premier point guard, as Tyler Johnson triples from the right corner. Grizzlies have made 8 of their first 12 shots. Winslow's triple, kaboom!
He was burying it before the game, practicing.
Miami in the standing.
You talk about a big-time game for the Heat. Tuesday night, the Heat are 0-2 against Philadelphia. Both games were in Philly. They have 2 left with Philadelphia here in Miami.
Winslow out of the corner. Kaboom!
Another soft touch.
Oh, that rim has been kind.
He's really getting a high arc on his shot.
Very smooth and professional.
Yeah, I think you'd like to see him have a shot to keep his job next year.
Nice driving score for Josh Richardson. He has 10 points from on the road. It's the second worst road record in the league. Only Atlanta's worse at 5-25. Dragic behind his back to Justice Winslow.
And Winslow got the steal. Only appropriate he should get the basket at the other end.
Nice pass, Richardson to Dragic. Whiteside and the foul. Under 4 minutes left, third quarter. Simmons on the keeper. Whiteside sent it back. Block number 4.
He was tracking it, and then he scored at the other end on a block shot.
Against first touch. Whiteside sets a nice screen. Dragic able to score.
Yes, the Heat bringing the ball up the floor quickly.
Quick block for Justice Winslow.
Saric at 6'10" gets blocked by Winslow at 6'7".
Tracked down, and then he smacked it down from behind. Tyler hits the hook. Philadelphia team, they already have 4 more wins than they finished the season with a year ago. Dragic back to a side.
What a screen, boy. Great screen by Whiteside. He benefits on the roll.
After getting released from Atlanta, his 17-point game against Miami, middle of this month.
He was amazing from outside in the second half.
Dragic coming at Simmons. Past Embiid. Knocked it down. 6 points for Dragic. Early timeout for Philadelphia.
It's a catch. He's striking the post.
Cutie pie.
Quite an outburst by the Sixers here. They put their starter, Dragic, in there, and that is Kelly Olynyk.
And Coach Howard. Here's Eric.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you at half. 7:40 left in the second quarter. Whiteside hammers it down. First year with the 76ers. He was with the Celtics last year. Turnover on Bellinelli. Whiteside bouncing for Ellington. Dragic from the angle for 3. Kaboom. 9 points for Dragic. Under 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Sixers up 3. Good pass by Whiteside. Dragic flips it in on the reverse. This year, 30 points or better. He also has 31 double-doubles. He's double-doubled in 11 of his last 12. A triple for Dragic.
Off Jay Rich penetration.
Dragic gets a step on Bellinelli and scores. Whiteside did a good job reading the defense on Bellinelli. Come over to help on him. We got 9 minutes left in the fourth. The Heat are down by 10. They've been outscored in the fourth quarter, 11-3. And speaking of 3, 7.5 minutes left. Magruder open 3 from this angle. Kaboom! Rodney, you're back. The Lakers 11th in the West. Long shot to make the playoffs. Dragic ties the game, banking it in over Brook Lopez. Pick in the draft 2 years ago. Nice spin by the Dragon. Out to Jay Rich, loads up a 3. Kaboom!
That's a big shot for Jay Rich. He did not shoot the ball well against Philadelphia.
To receive.
That's called moving without the basketball, not becoming a spectator.
Underneath, though, the Lakers give one up at the rim. And
Little Pope against Magruder, missing the 3. So Rodney Magruder, the early entrance into his second game. Dragic, what a play! Oh, boy. 36 with Cleveland, coming back from the hip injury, and then gets traded to the Lakers. Bam! Kabam! And a rebound for Bam. James Johnson. Backhanded flip. We're tied at 22. Timeout to the Lakers. Cheer the lead. Dragic circles. With a Heat down 4, finds Magruder for 3. Rodney Magruder. Wade had a 22-point second half against the Sixers on Tuesday night. And a 15-point fourth quarter. Dragic got it. 9 for Dragic. It is a shootout. We could be talking defense in the Heat locker room at halftime. You know they will. Winslow. Kaboom. Back-to-back triples from the same spot. They're at 61% first half shooting. Dragic. Yes. 13 for the Dragon. The Do Ice guest of honor at the 7-Eleven on Okeechobee Road in Hialeah. Kaboom! Winslow to the rescue right now.
No need for that type of player in the league. And what a year that he's having as a free agent.
He's got 25. Dragic comes right back with a driving bucket of his own. Dragic has Randall on him. That leaves Caldwell Pope on James Johnson, and the Heat not looking that way. Oh, hero ball that worked out for the Dragon and the Heat. All the way through this game.
Well, we were talking to some of the Laker people that felt that the trade that they made just kind of solidified the roles of the individuals. It's amazing how something like that can just change things. Standings when you play a team like that, because they can leave here either down 1 in the loss or the Heat up 3. So it's going to be a huge game on Saturday against Detroit.
He got the feeling hearing from Stan he wants Blake to be a little bit more aggressive for his own offense.
Yes, Blake had 9 assists last night in an overtime loss at Orlando.
They have been porous defensively and a little random to start the game offensively.
Well, whatever Stan Van Gundy told them in the locker room, he should remember it, because they're coming out here on fire.
Attacking with impunity early in the paint. They're ahead by 5. Into Olynyk, shoots over the top of Smith for the score.
Yeah, took advantage of the switch. Assists. He's a terrific young player he's got great quickness and speed.
Dragic lost it to Drummond, stole it right back with 5.5 minutes left first quarter, and the Heat down 3. Started 55 games for the Heat last year. Dragic hits the jumper. First bucket, 4th point for the Dragon. Good screen by Drummond, freeing Smith. The flip to Ennis, stolen by Dragic. Here comes Miami. Dragic for the scoop and the score.
They're going to Dragic. Pass it to the outside. Winslow for 3. Winslow splash for 3.
Wow. Looks like he's going to make it rain with that rainbow.
4 wins in that 06 final.
Dragic going to get it out. Puts it up for a 3. Another splash by Dragic.
Pistons now with a 7-0 run. Blake Griffin scores, but the run's over.
Drummond now has 14 points and 17 rebounds.
Putting back his own misses.
Babbitt triples. Now 3 kabooms for Luke Babbitt in his first start in his second tour of duty with Miami. Getting some minutes recently at the 5 spot for them. Here's Whiteside, 15-footer. It's good. Underrated, his ability to drain mid-range jump points a game in his 3rd season. He keeps getting better.
There's a ton of stats on him, obviously. He's one of the great scorers in this league.
Downhill for Richardson off the Dragic ditch. This one's tied at 6. Early moments of the game as Dragic drives past Payton for the score. Dragic has had his hand in almost everything. Warren averaged 14 points a game last year. He's at just under 20 a game this year. Downhill comes Johnson for the finger roll. Heat lead by 9. 4.5 minutes left in the half. Olynyk with the steal on the Chandler bounce pass.
There's that help side defense we were talking about.
Kaboom! Boy, that looked good as soon as it left Dragic's hand.
Points off a steal.
Goran Dragic with that little runner. His numbers are down a little bit this season from last year.
The Heat lead is down to 9. Richardson hoists a 3. Kaboom! Bottoms up for Josh Richardson. Even if you don't say a word to the official with your body language.
Oh, great defense by Whiteside that time, rolling into where the passing lane.
The 8th Suns turnover of the first half. Easy one for Dragic. Whiteside's jump hook rolls in. Tony's got a great touch with that.
And he was patient. He didn't have good control of the ball when he caught it.
For a shot, 16 points, 11 boards, 2 blocks. Dragic scooping for the score. 13 for Dragic. 5:42 left in the 3rd quarter. Good catch by Dragic. Nicer flip. 17 points for Booker. Dragic, the former Sun, streaking his way in. He has 17 now.
Boy, what a shot that was. Crafty like that. Dragic. Now the long 3 is good. Olynyk gives it up. They go baseline, but they've lost their advantage on a turnaround shot. What a shot that was. Dwayne Wade knocking it down. Dragic. That's very easy for him, and he does so well at protecting himself with his body. 293, and then Miami won 2 days later here, 91-88. How about that shot off the glass by the big man? He's made all 3 of his long balls and has 15 points. Dragic is so good at that, at body control.
2 games in the Eastern Conference standings. Washington at number 5. Right now the Heat at number 7. There's a steal by the Heat's number 7.
12 straight games with 5 or more assists for Bradley Beal. That's the best in his career. Goran Dragic just so good at body control. 5 assists. Wiz by 4. Richardson, strong move to lay it in. Olynyk will fire. That's way short. Tracked down by Dragic. Now Johnson for 3.
A lot of guys just stood around on that possession. Mike Scott and Markieff Morris for the better part of this second half at the forwards.
No Gortat either.
Yep.
Goran Dragic. Huge free throws. Here's Dragic. That's what he's so good at.
About the game with 2 dunks.
Simmons shooting 54% for the season and 71% his last 3 games. Well, Embiid not the only big that's got a jump shot. He has the Heat ahead by 5. James Johnson with the Heat assist, his first. Saric turns the corner, lost the ball. The Dragon coming right at Ben Simmons. Marco Bellinelli, one of 2 very impressive February pickups for the Sixers, threw it right to Dragic. Here comes Tyler Johnson. Put it in. Tyler Johnson. Tony once again missed the flip on Whiteside. Loose ball. Gobbled up by Dwayne Wade. The Dragon off to Tyler Johnson. And then back out to Dragic, who was 0 for 4 in the first quarter. Here's Justice. Kaboom.
Yeah, it looks like the Sixers are not helping on drives to the basket. They're staying home on the shooter. The guy you root for, unless you're playing him.
Here's Dragic from 15 feet out. Buries it. Now his first score coming on his 5th shot. Dragic for 3. Kaboom!
Oh yeah, that'll force a timeout.
Miami on a 12-2 run. They've opened up the first double-digit lead of tonight's matchup. They're in a 9-3 run without him. James Johnson off to a limb. Topside Dragic. Right side Johnson for 3. Kaboom! Tyler Johnson's second triple. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Very little separating these 2 teams. Simmons pass juggled by McConnell, stolen by Dragic. Here's Olynyk from the baseline. Good. 7 points for Olynyk. Whiteside sets a good screen for Dragic. Ellington, tough 3, buries it.
Dragic with the pass. Wow.
Dragic. Redick chasing him everywhere. Dragic hits the runner. That's his first score of the second half.
They expect multiple guys to guard Beal tonight. Expect some blitzes when he comes off the screens.
Lob for bam, he slams it through. Well, an aggressive start. Great feed by Dragic, but the Heat's first 2 field goal, both slammed down. Dragic turns the corner in the paint for the turnaround. This is really incredible, Tony. Wizards are 8 of 11 from the line. The Heat just 1 for 1. 3-point Heat lead. Dragic. That's a triple, and they will review it, including their last 5. Heat lead by 3. Dragic being pressured, and that's how he responds. Rolls it in, plus a foul.
Well, he doesn't give in, does he? They try to take the ball from him. They try to double him. He just keeps going.
Dragic scored all 8 of his points in the second quarter. Here's James Johnson. Kaboom!
First shot outside of the lane.
Players, and he makes life harder for bigs that he plays against because he makes you guard him outside. Dragic, he's going to try to take you inside. The paint, they started aggressively. They've stayed that way. What a block! Olynyk rejecting Bradley Beal. Tyler Johnson. And then Heat domination.
It spins out. And James Johnson gets it ahead to Dragic. And Dragic with the layup. He's the leading scorer on this Miami team. Next on the schedule Thursday.
They're playing extremely well. They keep playing the way they're playing. Doesn't matter who they play. They can beat anybody.
Here's Richardson, and he gets the lift. You mentioned Chet. They said in the draft room when he talks, everybody stops, including Pat Riley. They trust Chet and his decision-making. Beautiful move in the lane by Dragic.
Right now.
Harkless misses a jam. Initially, Adebayo got a block. Here's Dragic. Adebayo set a good screen. And Dragic now with 6 points. 2 on Golden State after the Warriors lost last night.
And really up free because they've got the tiebreaker.
Good point.
That's a tough shot right there. 53 times. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
They combined for 11 points tonight as Dragic now has 10. Miami shooting just 30% from the field. Dragic leans in, count it, and a foul. Much needed basket for the Heat. Platform. Not playing tonight because of a hamstring injury. Here's Dragic going behind the back and laying it in. Despite the offensive struggles for the Heat, 33% shooting, they're down just 9. And Dragic now has 17 points, floating it up and in over the defender. Zach Collins, Ed Davis has had a good year off the bench. They have a lot of length with their second unit as Johnson soars to the rim and a three-point opportunity. And 16 points, 9 boards for Nurkic. He averages 14 and 8. Dragic connects, giving him 19 points. Adebayo 9 boards, but just 4 points on 1 of 10 shooting. Dragic pulls up, and Goran Dragic over 20 points on the night. Luka Doncic could be the first pick in the draft, although after watching DeAndre Ayton all season as Dragic hits, hard to imagine not taking Ayton number 1.
Now it's Goran Dragic to tie the game at 2. No good. How many people in the league right now are playing better than Randall?
Not very many.
And there's Dragic tying the game at 4. Nice catch by Dragic. Goran Dragic. And he gives Miami their first lead of the game. His Reno Wolfpack in the NCAA tournament taking on Texas in the first round. A nice spinning move there by Dragic. Goran Dragic. And he gets the friendly bounce. Shooting the ball well in this game. He's 3 of 4.
Another great screen there by Zebo, but there's Dragic warming to the task and just standing behind the screen.
Effective without having to have the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, kind of a DeAndre Jordan that at an early age, it seems.
Three-pointer, 51-49 by Tyler Johnson there. Knocked away by Johnson. Here's Dragic. And Goran Dragic makes it 68-62, and Dave Yeager takes a timeout.
The Heat, they're just not sure where they're going to get their offense. And obviously Dragic has to get a lot of offense. It's a very difficult shot made by James Johnson. Oklahoma Sooners shot maker right on target, and he is carrying the Kings right now.
Dragic is fouled, and the basket counts. Costa Kufas got him. James Johnson is there, and now Miami gets it right back. And that's a 7-point game. And Miami really clamping down on defense. 5-point game. Momentum clearly in favor of the Heat. Dragic, the hot man, and he remains red hot. He's got 29. Last time they led, it was 33-31. Uh-oh. For the lead. And the Miami Heat now lead it. He's trying to get some daylight. Attacks the floater. What a shot by Goran Dragic. 1-point game.
In the post defensively, but he's going to have to do it now for a longer duration.
Dragic from deep, and down it goes. Earlier tonight, doing little things that help the Lakers be successful. 6 to shoot, and Dragic is going to cast off, and he's hit a couple of beautiful jumpers already, especially on the defensive end.
You know, this time of year especially, guys are going to be, I guess, questionable. Everybody's playing with some kind of bump and bruise.
To play first quarter in Miami. Half game back, a 7th place Milwaukee as we started the night. And Dragic off the glass. The All-Star break, the Lakers have been first in 3-pointers. Believe it or not, this one's on its way and down. Making it and then hitting the hardwood was Dragic. Beautiful spin move, but no finish.
Good effort on the shot by Goran by KCP again.
Now he steps back and splashes it through. He's challenged him out there. Under a minute to play here in the half. Dragic trying to find some room, then hits it over Lopez.
He's a clever player. He really is. You know who's going to have be the trigger man, and that's the man with the ball.
He's going to stop, turn, shoot, score. We're going to go into the locker room tied at 50. The paint to open up this half. And now they're going to steal it again. There's that man Richardson. He's all over the court. Dragic, and the Lakers need a timeout right out of the gate.
It's all about angles of passes.
To coming back. Josh Hart still out with the injury. Dragic, that's what makes him so special.
See,
his ability to get in the lane.
Opportunities to the opposition like this, especially in close games.
Dragic operating. Now outside on its way. Down it goes for Richardson, a three. Shot clock is off. Peter down by one. Dragic isn't going to wait. He leans in and scores. And Miami leads by one.
Mr. J in Los Angeles, we were there.
Never forget that feeling. A great weight ended, an even greater weight was lifted. Tyler Johnson triples for Miami. Rebound to Tyler Johnson. This is James Johnson for the cutting Dragic.
Oh, how cool was that shot, that play right there. Very good one-on-one player, and he likes to go over the right shoulder like he just did.
5-point lead for the Nuggets. Dragic on the spinner. What a score. Missed 44 games earlier this year. Beautiful fast break score. Dragic setting up Tyler Johnson.
Perfect pass. Tyler outrunning everyone on that left wing.
Different players have scored 50 points or better in 30 years against Miami. Most points ever scored by a former Heat, Willie Burton, who had 53 when playing for Philly. Ellington is 3 for 4. 30 seconds left in the half. Dragic slips through, got right past Harris for the score. Him for the first time. 5 seconds left in the half. Dragic driving on Craig. Yes! Twisted it up on the reverse. Where I Rams down in Kingston, Rhode Island. He had Silk Owens and Tom Garrick in his backcourt as freshmen and sophomore.
He was an outstanding coach at every level.
But he's come close a few times. He's close again tonight. Pass deflected from Dragic, stolen by Devin Harris. Harris lost the ball from behind the Dragic. Dragon did not give up on that play. Well, you know all about Torrey Craig, a 3-and-D guy. Olynyk with the steal. In the backcourt, gets it back for Miami. Down by 4, Olynyk Winslow for 3. Excuse me, Ellington for the 3. Heat going with Dragic, Johnson, Olynyk, Ellington, and Winslow. Wayne Ellington. Come on.
That's a mistake.
5th triple of the game. Plenty of time left on the shot clock. Olynyk tees up a 3. Come on. Big. Bigger than big. 7 on the shot clock. Fans on their feet. Dragic weaving through. He's bottled up. He scoops it up and he rolls it in. Invent a shot for his only score of the second half. Dragic. Miami 51% to 16 triples through 4 quarters. Olynyk got it. A deuce for Olynyk. He has 27. Dragic with 5 on the shot clock, turns the corner, turns back, got to get it up with 2 to shoot. Kaboom! Again, it's James Johnson. Beasley switches to Dragic. Help from Cannon. Richardson the cut. Oh, that's nice. Tony Jeff Hornacek said before the...
I think Coach Spo would rather just Bam go one-on-one with Cantor defensively, not give much help.
Nice pass. Bam with a slam off the Dragic bounce pass. Going from Denver to the Nets. Bam Adebayo slow to get into the offensive end. Johnson! Well, Tony, he was so decisive with his drives the other night. Same kind of drive right off the back of the iron. And here come the Heat. This is Winslow. Dragic. Pretty setup by Justice Winslow.
Excellent pass. Good
players in the G League this year.
Yeah, trade for trade.
Here's Dragic, gets all the way to the cup.
Beat 3 white shirts to get there.
This is Beasley, got a step on Johnson, then lost the ball. Courtney Lee flying to it. Magruder comes up with it. And here's Dragic from James Johnson.
Oh, boy.
10 points in the first quarter. 10 more here in the second. It's 9 of 11 overall. Dragic bottoms up. He's got 8, 6 of them in this quarter.
Getting the best of that matchup right now.
Adebayo hands off. Dragic throws it up to Adebayo. Throws it down. Perfectly executed play.
Hardaway Jr. is 3 of 11 from the floor in this game. He'd have a 12-point lead. They were up 17 at the half. Dragic hits the flip.
It's a very good one-on-one defense by Tyler.
Dragic scissors his way through the defense, finds Tyler Johnson. Kaboom.
Different way to get Tyler Johnson open. JJ on the handoff.
Is talking about they're a hard driving team playing for the 3, and Dragic is going to get his chance straight away. He scores.
Good ball movement that time. Good rim coverage by the Thunder.
Johnson lost the handle on the basketball. Dragic checked at the 3-point line. Olynyk just inside the 3-point arc. Scores. Terrific for them this season, averaging career high scoring. Dragic, as the shot clock winds down, challenged by Adams, and is able to extend and score. Checking Dragic, who will drive, spin, and score. That's the kind of craftiness we've come to, guys. Anthony, run off the 3-point line, and then Westbrook has that ball smacked out of his hands by Richardson. Johnson on the run, challenged at the rim by George. Dragic weaving, getting to the free throw line, triggering short, gets his own back, and this time he scores. That was just an unlucky bounce. Leaves that one hang on the rim. Miami with a chance to tie or take the lead. Dragic to the rim, scores, and we are tied at 50.
And he also was the MVP as well.
Dragic setting up Anthony, scores for 3, and Miami takes the lead.
Between those two guys.
Dragic bumps and grinds his way into the lane, kicking out to Tyler Johnson for another 3. Not quite 9 games as a starter, leads the NBA over that period with 20 steals here. Thunder not able to get hands on Justice Winslow as he makes another power move and scores.
A lot of pressure off the scoreboard for him.
On the pick and roll, Johnson straight downhill. He's fouled as he packs it. That'll be an and 1 for James Johnson. And George hits the deck. Defense! Over the top, Johnson found by Dragic, and now they'll go for the steal. And an 8-point lead with no timeouts going to be hard to overcome. They just let Dragic go to the rim.
A little bit, but you can see the defense is going to be waiting for him.
And Tyler Johnson hits a 3, and it's 5-0 Miami.
Your own rhythm, because they can speed you up, and I think that's the most important thing for your offense. You see what they do with Bam, because Bam is a guy that can go get him.
Shot it well the other night. He had 13 points and 10 of 6, 6 of 9 from the field. Dragic got it.
These guys are a little bit longer and better defensive players than he played against.
79% of his points for Wayne Ellington come from the 3-point strike. And now it's a 13-point Miami lead. Is Wade taken by the Pacers, but batted out to Dragic. Wade for 3.
I'll tell you, the 50-50s is starting to show up there, Chris. Things start hitting a little fast.
That's sort of a look what I found.
Definitely a look what I found.
Dragic, just his second field goal.
On the glass.
Pacers by 5. They led by as many as 6 in the second quarter. And now Dragic for 3. Oladipo.
He's tired, too. Yeah, he's tired.
And now Wayne Ellington, a rare 2-point shot. He has averaged less than 20 since the All-Star break, right around 19 per game. And
I was about to say, you got to watch him slip the screen.
7 to shoot. Oladipo.
Good no call. You got to watch Richardson on the weak side.
Will the Pacers escape? They do not.
Game is even. 2:20 to go. Dragic with the iron shoulder for the score. His first score of the fourth quarter puts Miami ahead 95-93.
Dragic with a nice reach in there to come up with the steal. That is a marked improvement from where he was a season ago. And how about that find and finish by Mickey?
So we used to always get frustrated in Detroit about that.
And just a great job there of probing. You know, it's about creating habits, and that's what Eric Spoelstra has done here with this group, and Dragic able to get all the way to the rim there for the layup.
You know Larry Drew unloaded on Cleveland for effort and just things. So they've got to show a little bit more life there. See Dragic just taking it down Main Street. Good hard defense, get some runouts and get some offense going.
And strong move there.
This game they're not getting any.
And that's 13 straight misses from three-point land before Dragic able to break that streak. And Jones comes up to Dragic, sets and fires there to knock down that triple, and you come out and you get it handed to you. What's your approach? Does a game like this help you re-engage the group?
Tyler Johnson into the corner to Dragic. Richardson tees up a three. Kaboom. Well, he'd have at least 12 triples in each of their first 3 games this year against Chicago. First 5. Here's Whiteside for the jump hook that drops. Accelerating win on Tuesday over Cleveland.
Even the crowd is not into it as much, obviously, as the other night.
Dragic hits a 3. Goran Dragic first field goal. Eric Spoelstra said, the passion we played with in an electric environment, we got to duplicate. Easy score for Dragic off the bounce. They're hanging around, trailing by just 5. Dragic against Cameron Payne. Well, he backed off looking for the foul. Dragic had an easy time of it. Not deliver. Interestingly enough, the Bulls haven't scored yet off a Heat turnover. The keeper for Dragic, a beauty. Timeout Chicago with a Heat ahead by 11.
What's the miss?
He'd have to be better defensively with their rim protecting ace underneath. Dragic buries the jump.
They go under the screen.
Richardson with 112 steals, 67 blocks. Whiteside's one-hander, perfect.
Good, he got balance on that with that quick dribble.
Cameron Payne bouncing it back for Lopez. Dragic reaching in. Richardson comes away with a steal. Magruder on the scoring end. Cuts the Heat lead to 8. Whiteside burrows in and hooks it home.
How about that move? He gave a little hesitation.
Shot clock at 6. Dragic, that's good.
He knew it.
The game's not over yet. Dragic finding Winslow, corner 3. Kaboom.
Big basket right there.
Texas, they spent just 1 season. 2-point Brooklyn lead. Dragic, long one, kaboom. Jay Rich with 6.5 minutes left, first quarter. Dragic pulling Carroll out. And now Richardson on the scoop for the score. That man loves his scoops. 5 points to the 25-year-old Allen Crabb. Here comes Dragic. You don't stop him. He'll get you for the field goal and the foul.
Right or left to the rim.
LeVert, the second-year swingman out of Michigan, replaces D'Angelo Russell. Dragic tees up a 3. Kaboom.
Can't go under the screen on Dragic. You should know that.
It's the most ever in a single season for a Heat team. Dragic backdoor for Olynyk. Pretty.
Waited for Olynyk to fake coming high and then go backdoor.
By Hassan Whiteside. Coach, the Heat offense is trending very positive, having their highest scoring month ever. But the defense recently has been just as sharp. Mark in the first half. 2-point lead for the Heat as Dragic unloads the jumper. That one bounces in.
Good screen by Whiteside.
And Whiteside, 2 hands on his 6th rebound. Dragic with the iron shoulder for the score. The shot clock. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. The Nets with a 1-point lead. Dragic, yes.
Remember, there's a former Heat player there running the show, Sean Mark.
43 wins last year to 22 wins this season. This is a team just 3 years removed from 60 victories.
About the athleticism of this team before the game, their speed, their young legs, and they're showing it off here.
Sticks for Dragic. Goran has 5 of Miami's first 7. Taurean Prince dribbles it off his foot, taken by Dragic, ahead to Johnson and back. Pretty play.
That's a great catch by Dragic. That was a tough pass from Tyler. To stretch the defense. He saw it right there. He can make that shot.
Here's James Johnson. Shoots over Prince and scores. In this quarter. 4-point lead for Atlanta. Dragic left open, makes him pay. Gets into the paint. Tyler Johnson blocked it. James Johnson steals it. Here comes Tyler, racing in on Muscala, finding Dragic from the corner. Kaboom.
The Brothers Johnson on defense leads to the three at the other end.
Jay Rich and James Johnson combining for 5 points on 2 of 8 shooting. Dragic stole it from Collins. Looks ahead for Tyler, who makes a nice catch. James Johnson, the over-the-shoulder grab, finds Dragic for the corner three. Kaboom!
One corner to the other. Got to communicate better.
Just 16 points for Collins. Atlanta back in front. Dragic gives the Heat the lead back. For the year, he's at 109 threes. Loose ball picked up by Tyler. The lead for the Dragon, the spin, and the slam.
Yeah, the double team helped that time. JJ with the double.
Johnson.
Excellent defense by Jay Rich.
Heat have outscored Atlanta in this quarter 14-5. How about 17-5 on the Dragic triple? Here's Dragic. Circles in. Ball deflected out of his hands. He gets it back. That's his first fourth-quarter score in the last 3 games. Triple of the game.
What happens, Eric, when you have a team like this, you let them hang around, they make shots like that, and then, you know, you give them a chance, you give them confidence that they can win the game.
Good intimidation by the 7-foot Whiteside.
Here comes Dragic driving on Nilikina.
And the Matador D by Frank.
Averaging over 22 per game. That includes a 42-point effort. Dragic inside for Whiteside.
Remember, Whiteside had a charging violation and missed the easy 6-footer.
It's driving on Hicks. Good defense from Hicks. Now Dragic fires from 3 and hits. 4 of 27 against Orlando.
Yeah, they only make 8 threes a game.
Dragic.
Yeah, he's got a point per minute, does Burke. 12 points in 12 minutes.
Dragic over O'Quinn gets the roll. Final minute, second quarter. Knicks back up by 17. Dragic.
Dragic is southpaw. They've got to take away that left hand. A couple of splendid plays in transition.
Dotson 14, all here in the second quarter. O'Quinn to the floor. Here comes Dragic for Adebayo.
Dragic keeping his head up. Yeah, nice move along the baseline.
Late November. George drives in. Whiteside gets his second block of the quarter. Here's Tyler Johnson. Oh, the Heat off to a 6-0 lead and doing it off their defense. Sitting right next to Billy Donovan's dad. Dragic drives in and scores 8 straight points to start the game for Miami. He has passed his career in threes and steals. Dragic rings it up. Well, the Heat are on fire right now, leading at 18-3. Dragic against Brewer. Give it go. Back to Whiteside for the hammer dunk.
Outstanding play. JJ, Dragic, and Whiteside all collaborated on that.
Dragic making a good catch out of it. Here's Whiteside. And the foul. Hassan Whiteside with a nice soft touch. Where the Heat have dominated 32-4 is their advantage over the Thunder in the paint. There's Bam with a slam, and the paint assault continues for Miami. Heat with 13 points. Whiteside had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks. Played just under 9 minutes, had 3 fouls. James Johnson with a drive. They've been tied once. The Thunder have never led. Whiteside barrels in off a nice feed from Dragic.
Boy, this gamble's paying off so far for Coach Spoelstra.
10th career game against the Heat. There's Dragic. Finds Tyler Johnson for the 3. Kaboom!
Also the fact he'll go strong to the basket.
Hassan Whiteside gets it back out. And Dragic knocks down his first 3.
Johnson are 2 for 7. These two guys, the backcourt guys, have got to score.
Olynyk and 1, and a chance for Miami to regain the lead here.
You can see, because of the speed going to the rim, if you're a half a step behind, it's over.
Just like right there, James Johnson got a half step on Saric.
Yeah, well, in the second quarter right now, Miami's 0 for 5 in the 3-ball. This is the guy that's got to get going.
The reverse layup good by Dragic, and Miami back out in front by a pair. Richardson got a clean look from downtown and misfired.
He was very quiet in that first half. He was 0 for 2 from the floor.
So was Dragic. He packed that and punched it off the glass. Dragic looking inside. Olynyk from deep. Got it. Been a good night for at least one member of the Miami Heat. Olynyk with 26 in this game. Another cut. This time Ilyasova couldn't cash, and here's Dragic. Adebayo on the other end of the lob. Got another one to fall. 2012, Justice Winslow fights for it.
You see that coverage? That was great coverage by Saric. He almost intercept that pass by Dragic.
Great ability by Saric to put the ball on the floor and create a shot when he had to.
That is Dragic's tough little floater from the baseline over the top of that Sixers defense.
Okay, you're playing well right now.
24-year-old Croatian-born forward. Dragic, a whirling dervish. Same spot he hit from a moment ago. Johnson up the floor outside to Dragic. Pretty spin, beautiful finish, going glass.
Now Anthony Davis, who was simply spectacular in that game one.
Olynyk got it. Much different story so far here in game two. Dragic gets it back from Adebayo with 7 to shoot. Here comes the Slovenian national. Under control as Dragic gets back to work. Third bucket for Simmons. He's got 8. Dragic left open. Splash! From Covington won't go, and here comes Dragic. He don't have numbers. This is Richardson, fires from deep and hits. Miami badly needed that shot. The Heat trying to do what no team has done since the middle of March, and that's beat the 76ers. This is Johnson taking on contact. Corona Extra, career postseason game number 174 for Wade. And he was brilliant in the first half. That is Dragic. Sixers have missed their last 4. Dragic, layup, no. Wade is there. Dragic's going to shoot again, and he buries it. Three-pointer from Covington, but it will be merely a footnote. Dragic will go all the way and lay it up and in. Sixers fans won't appreciate that.
Miami beat them 130 to 103, but then Miami turned the tables and a win in game 2, 113-103.
Play with that thing on, and so I had a match for about 2 minutes.
Tyler Johnson, who has that left thumb now bandaged up, hits his third 3. 2 loss, 2 out of 3 for Covington. Philadelphia is already in the bonus with 6.5 left. Dragic fouled. Olynyk the board, and Dragic on the move. Dragic taking on Bellinelli, finds Johnson for the throwdown. James Johnson in the right spot. Of this mask here tonight. Back and forth they go. Dragic takes the contact and scores with the right hand. His offhand. Philadelphia with a 3-point lead. Dragic left wide open by Covington, gets a friendly bounce. Entertaining first half and a high-scoring affair, more so than we might expect. As Winslow hits another 3. He's having a career night in Game 3 of the playoffs.
Tony out to you. All right, good job, Jax. Boston, Toronto, Golden State, and Houston all up 2-0 in their respective first-round series.
Because, you know, they got great production by Winslow and other players. That's a lot of points for that Miami Heat team.
Goran Dragic comes out of the halftime locker room. He keeps his good night going, and it kicks it right to Johnson. Dragic on the push again. He'll give it to Winslow. He's been hot, and Winslow hits again. Miami on top. Joel Embiid got it going at the end of that first half and turns it over. Dragic lost the handle. Johnson out on the wing. Dragic will pull it, and he'll hit it. And a quick 5 to start the second half for the Dragons.
Yeah.
Does not want to get into a jawing match. As we saw in game 2, Johnson with that injured thumb. He hits another one. I don't know how healthy your thumb has to be, but he hasn't missed.
3-point shots for Philly, and just another weapon for them behind the 3-point line.
Late in the second quarter, now starting this third quarter. Dragic again, his third make.
Went over there and visited him. Beautiful spot.
Richardson over Embiid, hits a 3.
Yeah, 2 really evenly matched teams, both playing really hard, playing very well.
Dragic up and over Embiid. Boy, he's not even touching the rim right now. Saric, and it's blocked by Johnson. Johnson up to Dragic, and Bellinelli lets him count that basket. Strong to the hole is Dragic. Boy, athletic move. Johnson running the floor. Now a deflection by Richardson. And here's Dragic all the way. And here comes Simmons now on the push. Simmons directing traffic. And Johnson, that was blocked by Olynyk, that pass. Here's Ellington, gives it right back. Dragic, patient, scores. They have out-rebounded Miami in this series as Covington lost the handle. Winslow pushes, bounce pass to Dragic, and Dragic with a layup. Dragic back on the floor for Miami, high off the window. The left-hander scores. I know you mean nerd in a loving way.
Yeah, as loving as I can when I say nerd.
Whiteside.
Nice fight. Yeah, nice fighting by Dragic there.
It's not comfortable yet, but it's not coming off his head nearly as much as it was in Game 3 as Dragic on the backdoor cut scores an easy layup. Saric, and had it poked free by Winslow. Wow! Embiid comes crashing in. Bodies all over the deck, and Simmons with a foul. Dragic on the take, taken on Embiid. And it is Adebayo trying to keep it alive, cannot score. Look at Dragic, takes it right back. Going to the hole. Embiid denies. On average, first 3 games total, we haven't even gotten to the half yet. Embiid poked away by Dragic. Goran Dragic picks the pocket of Embiid. Goran Dragic, another terrific run for Miami, and he hits a 3, his first chance of the second half. The 2-point guards. Shot clock at 9. Dragic right through the double team. Dragic patient with the little English off the window.
Relay pass from Ilyasova over to Saric, and they just throw it out of bounds.
Dragic on the back cut, scores again.
How many back cuts is Goran going to have for a layup?
Dragic gets Embiid on him, and there is Dwayne Wade who springs free.
Nice cut from that far left corner.
Go time for Miami now. Still a 2-possession game. Dwayne Wade on the take. He is fouled. Will they count it? Yes, sir, they will. Here comes Dragic now. Turns Bellinelli. Dragic finds Richardson. The 3-ball is up.
Very impressive for Philadelphia in games 3 and 4.
Yeah, he's been great around the basket, rebounding, blocking shots. You see Goran Dragic knocking down that first 3 he looks at.
Well, when it gets into crunch time, 2 minutes or below, we'll be able to take a look at that one. Here's Winslow. Gets up a shot and knocks down a 3. Misses again. Up ahead, Wade running the floor. Lost the handle, but gives it to Dragic. Also running the floor, and an easy 2 for Miami to put him on top. 8 feet tall.
Tough shot. Whitehead really extended on that as you see Dragic taking it right back to the rack, and beautiful spin move. So,
and force a game 6 in Miami Thursday. Dragic with Ilyasova on him, and Dragic hits.
Finish that one off.
Under a minute and a half to go in this third quarter. Dragic for 3. Got it. Big shot for Miami.
Simmons sat with 4 fouls.
Yeah, McConnell, 12 minutes thus far. And Johnson hits a 3. Injured left thumb and all. Another double-double. 19 points, 12 boards. Also has a couple of steals. There's a turnover. Chance for Miami to get closer, and Dragic with the layup. It is a 10-point game now.
Got bailed out by Johnson fouling the technical.
11-point game now. Johnson with Embiid on him. Able to hit a little mid-range. Good shot for me. Now in the bonus. Philadelphia's been there for the last 6 minutes. Here's Ellington for 3. He's got it. And Miami still alive. Averaging 18 points in this playoff round. Has 9 tonight. Olynyk. Another answer. Back to 8 it goes.